share the link around. I can't do that from here without positive messages. This one's hers. Treat me. Well, thanks.
We on?
We are live.
Hi.
Comment moderation not set. I don't
Hello.
think that. Hello.
Hello. We are live at 5:05.
Oh yeah, just about.
This is probably the most on time we've been, to be honest.
Alicia says hi. Hi, Alicia.
This 5 o'clock is going to be our go-ahead time from now on.
Jerry just said hello. Jerry, I haven't forgotten about you. We're still trying to figure you out. Don't worry, my friend.
So,
Mark, hi guys. Brian, hi.
We're gonna let it load up in here a little bit while people come in, but you may not know, I'm Justin. This is my wife Penelope from Farpoint Toys in Mays Landing, New Jersey. We've been doing this claim sale thing every Sunday since the quarantine began, right?
Yes.
Late March.
March 22nd was our first Bartertown, and it was also our first day closed for the quarantine. And though we could have reopened on the 15th, the 15th. We could have reopened on the 15th. However, tragedy struck.
The curse of the shanty.
The curse of the shanty, which we're going to talk about today.
We're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about this today for those of you who are
So
aware.
on the 1st, Governor Murphy announced that non-essential businesses were going to be able to reopen. That meant us. And on the 3rd, we got electrocuted. And we might as well say it now. We are definitely going to lose the summer. There's no hope for us opening before the end of the summer.
We have an update for the GoFundMe and stuff like that.
And for people who care.
And for those of you who follow us.
Hey Mandy, listen, Mandy.
We're gonna get to that.
You might recognize this box.
No, she wouldn't.
We're gonna get to this.
All
right, we're gonna get to this in a minute.
We're planning on doing an update for backers and other concerned folks, but we wanted you guys, Bartertown folks, to hear first, because this is more than just us selling stuff. This is
this is like what's going on, days of our lives.
Yeah, this is, as our friend
Joel
Joel
talk about
said,
the goose.
As our friend Joel said this week, are you guys ever bored?
We're never bored.
We're not ever bored.
We do not lack for plot.
I long for the days of being bored.
Right. So, so we had to start this whole live claim sale thing for a way to sell things because we have a store and nobody could come to our store when the quarantine was happening, so we were bringing the store to people. And this turned into so much fun. We love hanging every Sunday. I don't care if we just sit here and eat pizza, which we are eating.
Yes.
We went to not only a good pizza place, but it's also our closest pizza place.
It's Mays Landing staple. Anyone who's lived in Mays Landing for any length of time will know the name Cousin Mario's.
Yep.
So we went and got ourselves a Cousin Mario's pie and are enjoying that. Justin is cramming in his face hole as fast as he can.
Justin's hungry. This is dinner time now.
I am going to try to share the video into different places.
People have been amazing with the whole food and drinks and booze thing. Chris from what is it, 58 South?
58 South Barbecue.
58 South Barbecue has brought us food multiple times.
He
actually brought us food after the stream last week. He brought us wings.
Dry rub wings, which were
amazing. But it was I ate them for dinner.
But he made sure to stick his sticker on the front so you wouldn't keep forgetting the name.
I took a picture of
the
sticker. I don't keep forgetting.
No.
So this has turned into like us interacting with our friends and doing the Farpoint thing that we do in the store, but now bringing it to you guys. And you guys have been awesome, like tuning in and hanging out with us. It's been great. And we've been selling and giving away all kinds of cool stuff. So,
which we're going to continue to do today.
Like I said, people have been amazing with like donating things for us to sell and supporting us in our GoFundMe because of the fire,
feeding us alcohol and other fun things.
So last week we drank
letting you use their apartment
and
letting us use their apartments as
taking over their apartments.
Studio. Bring us donuts. Someone brought us donuts today.
Yeah, one of our most loved, Rocky, brought us donuts today, which I won. I can only eat so much bad shit in a day. So this morning, I mentioned whiskey sours a couple weeks ago, and all of a sudden whiskey sours showed up. Friends of ours, Heather and Emily.
You guys know Emily, our Emily.
Emily's our Emily. Like she works for us. Did work for us when we could have employees.
I'm still considering her employee.
They bought us the mixings for whiskey sours, but being as though we're not like big drinkers, I mean we enjoy imbibing once in a while, but I don't have all the tools of the trade. Well, when did this come? This morning?
It was on our doorstep when we arrived.
On our
at the store
doorstep at the store today, this was there. And this was
Amazon box addressed to you and I.
Yep. And Amazon brought us the ultimate bar book, which is, dude, how thick that thing is.
That's serious.
And there's a little note inside. You want to read the note?
I will read the note.
It's a gift for us. And it's not just the bar book, it's also...
Yeah, pull this out. I'm not reading comments yet. I'm still trying to share
I haven't
things in
looked.
places.
It's also a mixology and craft
It is the
box.
ultimate bar set
It's amazing.
here. You can mix drinks. There's all kinds of, like, look at that. There's like test tubes and spoons and all kinds of little niblets and doodads. It's amazing.
That looks like a... no, I'm not going to say it. Yeah.
Not that kind of toy store.
Yeah.
So the little note here says, a gift for you. My trip to New Jersey is booked for September 22nd. I expect drinks and toys upon my arrival. Thank you two for being flashlights in a power outage, literally. LOL, too soon?
No pun intended.
From Chefs Manda and Anthony. So guys, please go follow Chef Manda, Chef Anthony here
Chef
on
Manthony.
Facebook.
They are Anthony combined.
They are combined, with their powers combined, they are Chef Anthony. They have a coffee page.
And they do live
They also
almost
do
every
live
day,
streams.
and they do it way more often than we do, and they're a lot more fun than we
And they're a
are.
little
Because
more
they know what they're
professional
doing.
than we
Yeah,
are.
we're like just like throwing shit against the wall,
literally.
like you know. Amanda knows how to cook. We don't really know how to sell things.
No,
we
which is
just
why
I'm
we
sitting here
rely.
eating pizza.
Which is why we rely on people like Cousin Mario's and our friend Rocky to bring us things, and Chris from 58 South Barbecue to feed us and keep us going.
Mandy said, "Open it. It's so pretty."
Is it? I can't wait. I can see the pictures on the side.
Brian, I decided to get pizza because you said get pizza.
Where else am I sharing the video?
Excuse me. On our page,
Yeah,
in the
well,
event,
it automatically goes there.
on the post I made.
So that would be on our page as well. Alright. On the road again. So I cannot wait. We're out of lemon juice. Or we would have
Yeah.
whiskey sours again this week.
Did I run us out of lemon juice?
I think we left it here and our apartment host used it for tea.
There were
Okay.
only 2 drops,
Fair
and I
enough.
have more.
You're allowed to have tea.
We have lemon juice. It's ice. We're out of
I
it.
am. Mandy wants me to open this, so let's check it out so she can see it.
I'm still
For
sharing.
all right, so we're doing like, someone needs to contact the mixology and craft people and say, man, these people did a video who know nothing about drinking.
Justin, there's no post here, so I don't know.
It's a share the event. So it's a share of the event that
Okay.
says we're going live at 5.
You did it as yourself, not as far.
I'm so bad with that.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Not as bad as me.
Let's check this thing out.
So,
Mandy, I hope you didn't like go overboard with this and spend too much because this looks super nice.
look how
to
fancy
be
it
honest
is. I
with you.
can't wait.
I want to see.
What do we got going on here?
Yeah, let me move some.
You're eating pizza.
It's good.
It is
Mushrooms
good.
and pepperoni.
I'm having a little wrap. I got a little like bitey
Justin, do you want
pesto.
an off-camera side table?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna try to actually
So
watch
we've
the
we've
video.
realized that we are the Muppet Show,
We are the Muppet Show, and my sister is Kermit,
and
who's
Penelope's
always
sister is our production
flailing-
manager,
flailing around as the
who
production manager.
takes care of us.
5
on
minutes
the
to
evening.
Kermit!
All of a sudden, I have a table.
Yeah.
Oh, note to self: this is great for every time. Love it. When we do the setup, I gotta remember that side table.
What am I doing?
Look, I can put
I'm
all this
trying
stuff
to
that's
watch
not
the
necessary.
video.
Like, you know.
Alright. Live claim sale, please read the rules. We're so much more than claims.
Linda Scully, hi guys. Linda Scully.
Linda Scully.
I'm
We
waving.
miss you so much.
Congratulations.
You're even being waved out off camera.
Yes. Selena's waving at you. Linda Scully, congratulations on being noticed by your college for being such a great and wonderful person.
Okay.
I mean, they're recognizing you for your job, but I'm sure it goes above and beyond because you're do so much more than just your job.
Linda,
so congratulations. We love
you and George need to come and scientific experiment with us.
This is more.
What in the?
Look at all these tools. That's a strainer. You put it
Oh.
over the top of the cup and it strains. The liquid goes through, but the ice stays behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks
I've
naughty.
I've seen cocktail. I mean, you could spank me with that if you really wanted to,
Wow.
but I don't think it would really go.
Not in my living room.
What is it doing?
I don't know. It's an oar. It's a spoon. A
You're
beautiful
losing-
mixing cup.
We're losing our audience. We only have
Already?
47 watchers.
Oh
I'm
well,
kidding.
this is what we do.
I'm kidding.
All right, I know what this is. Yeah.
So you take off the top, and then you put that thing in here, and it straightens.
Okay. There's another little explanation thing going on. Read this first.
All right, I need to look at
Steel's all stainless. This is awesome, man. I only know how to open a beer.
Lucy's watching.
No, she's not.
Lucy says, hi, Justin and Penelope.
Hi, Lucy. Lucy is the star of our commercial. If you guys haven't seen our epic commercial.
Andrew says he wants to be Gonzo, but he's probably Beaker. Andrew, I might be Gonzo.
Andrew, you could Gonzo.
He does.
Yeah,
you are. Gonzo.
You are off the wall enough to be Gonzo.
I'm not sure who everyone is, except that I'm sure that my sister is Kermit.
She said I'm.
I think you strike me as a Fozzie just because you're big.
You're just a bear.
Would you rather
you're
be
just stereotyping the whole bear?
I am. Would you rather be Sweetums?
Waka waka.
I'm probably Rolf, to be honest with you.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a musician.
He's musical. I can see that. You have the ears.
Okay.
Well, who does that make me?
Let's get drinking. Oh, Linda Scully. You and Scully need to come over. We need to go through this book and choose some old fashions. And man, this book is
amazing.
Heavy duty.
Tabs. So Matthew said that Whittly strainer thing was a hyper spanner. It's how we reverse the polarity of our cocktails.
Oh, good.
That makes sense.
I saw Han Solo use one of those ones.
Rachel said that if you have any questions about this stuff, you should ask your mom. Rachel is your mom.
Oh, Rachel is my mom.
Joke.
Yeah. No, I don't want to lead back into any darkness.
Brian Park says he's one of the chickens. Jared Martino, you're definitely Rolf.
Yes. See?
Who does that make me? Because I can't be Miss Piggy if my sister's Kermit. That's weird.
That's awkward.
I don't want to say that Emily is Miss Piggy.
Drax.
But that seems rude.
No, I don't think any of you are Miss
As
Piggy.
Kermit, I have
She's
to say
too much of a
Miss Piggy
bitch.
deserved.
Wait, I'm a bitch. I'm not enough of a bitch to be Miss Piggy? He's questioning my bitchiness, people.
It looks naughty. It's an or. Great commentary.
All right.
All right. So hi.
It's getting too quiet in here.
We're doing a claim sale.
Yeah, well,
We should do some sailing and then keep the talking going.
Sailing.
Obviously, we're not in the store. Still no power. The reason things are looking like it's going to take a while, even if we can get some, people can't be in there working while, like one stage was addressed. The first electrical panel was replaced, but now it has to get inspected, and we are at the mercy of our local township, who is on a slow roll because of COVID.
Yeah.
You can't even go there and hand them anything. You have to put it in a pile and leave, and they eventually get to it. So
it actually took us
now we're waiting for permits and inspection to even start the first phase of this. So we know it's going to be weeks, which is why we're losing the summer, and it sucks. But we'll just continue doing this, and
I like this.
Yeah. On top of fixing the place, we need to live. We need to be able to afford the Cousin Marios and all that stuff.
We're not lucky enough every week to have someone like Chris just bring us food.
No, can you imagine every week? It's not, I don't want that to ever be a job for anybody.
Who's feeding us this week?
Well, no, not the same person. If 15 different people want to be like, I'm going to swing by with my taco truck.
Oh, now you're getting me all excited.
I don't think Robin Gringos watches this.
Too much food, though.
There's no such thing as too much food. I mean, I do have a freezer at home. The
Brian,
electric works at home.
The winner of the Daredevil is going to be announced. I believe our original plan was next
Sunday.
Yep. As long as we sell the tickets, right? We got to get to 30.
Yeah, but we are at 20 tickets now.
Oh, I didn't realize we were so far ahead. Oh, good.
Yeah. We're at 18.
Yeah, Brian, it's gonna be next Sunday.
We're at 18 tickets right now.
Well,
I have no doubt that we're going to sell 12 tickets between now and Monday. So in case you guys don't know, we're selling a graded, it's a low grade 1/8, but it does display amazingly because most of the damage or issues with it are on the back of the book. I should have brought it to the show. It's the first appearance of the Purple Man, who is Killraven, who was played by Doctor Who.
David Tennant.
David Tennant played him in Jessica Jones. That was the David Tennant character, the Purple Man. They never called him that, but he had a purple jacket on, so it was like a wink to the original. So I think it's Daredevil number 4, early, Silver Age.
We have a husband and wife chatting to each other in here. Mark and his wife, Mark Akara and his wife, are in the chat chatting to each other. I love it. You guys are so cute. You should come here. I'm charging my phone. You guys are adorable. You sound just like us. Veronica said grubbing gringos.
That's what I said. We had them as
they were
amazing. We had them last year.
And so as a joke, when they first came to It's a Toy Show, Frank made a joke and said, "Oh, you guys should wear Deadpool costumes next time," and they were like, "Haha, yeah, okay, whatever." By the end of the day, they were like, "We're wearing our Deadpool costumes next year." But that remains to be seen if the toy show will still be.
Well, the plan is between us.
Yeah, between us and just you guys.
If COVID stays down and New Jersey stays okay,
knock on wood.
Because Florida and Texas and all that shit's going crazy. But it seems like Jersey took it so seriously, and everybody got upset. But because those powers that be took it so seriously, it looks like we're not going to have like any kind of crazy resurgence. We might though, because everything's getting open for the summer. Who knows, man?
And
we would like to.
Yes.
Right? We would like
Labor Day weekend. We would like that to be our grand reopening, and also a combination grand reopening and It's a Toy Show in whatever limited capacity that can be. If we only can have 30 or 40 vendors instead of our usual 80 or 100, maybe that's what it looks like.
But if COVID is really bad, we might not be opening at all. Depends on what's going on.
Everything's kind of up in the air, but we're optimistic and we're still moving forward, even if it's baby steps and waiting for permits. We're still moving forward, and that's really what matters.
All right, let's sell a couple things.
Let's sell some shit.
Let's see if anybody wants anything.
Let's sell some shit.
I'm in Texas, the city I live in. We got 200 plus people infected daily. Jesus, Brian.
Brian, that's scary.
That's what was going on at the height with Jersey and New York. So you're going, dude. You're starting to go through that like. It felt like the apocalypse was happening because first of all nobody had heard of this and everything started closing and like everybody's just deathly afraid. I'm gonna start with superheroes.
A couple.
All right.
Oh, dude. Jay is watching. Jay, how are you?
Where's
Are you married yet, Jay?
Silent Bob?
No.
Who's
Jay Robots.
Who's that?
I forget what he looks
So
like.
Jay used to be at It's a Toy Store when we used to hang there when Frank had the store. Before we melded, Jay was a weekly, if not bi-weekly, regular. But people fall off.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Jay. I wouldn't hang out with me either. Mark Caro, the heat is on. He's competing with his wife now. They're both in there. I love it.
All right. Is this an individual thing? This is a.
It's Parachute, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a Toy Biz Spider-Man from the animated series. You guys remember the '90s animated Spider-Man series?
Did we go over the rules?
Awesome. Let's go over the rules.
All right, quickly. I believe most of you guys know the rules, but just in case there's anybody that I haven't noticed here, that Justin Klinger, first time on here. How does this work? Justin, you're just in time.
Thank you for the question.
I didn't even see that when I started talking, so this is perfect timing. Justin, this is basically, aside from us eating and drinking and talking, this is a claim sale. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up an item or a lot of items that all go together, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. We're then going to quote the price. Once the price has been stated by one or the other of us, that's when you guys can start claiming. You want to type in the comments section. For example, on this one, you want to say claim. We have a lot of kind of overlapping items.
Yeah, but
maybe we would alternate so they're not happening.
Yeah, we'll alternate. Claim Spider-Man.
Yeah, in this case, you would want to say something
claim
like
animated Spider-Man.
Claim Spider-Man.
Parachute Spider-Man.
Give me Spider-Man. Parachute Spider-Man is mine.
Yep. But please don't do that until after we say the price.
Yes, it's really important.
Because if you start claiming when you see it, before I say a price, if this is a $15 toy, I'm going to say okay, $150, because you claimed it. It is what it is. Everything is going to be, every price is going to be free shipping in the U.S.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
If you live outside the U.S., Canada or something, we will figure out shipping and charge you actual shipping. We're not going to try and make any money on it.
No. At the end of all of this, sometime later tonight or at the latest early tomorrow, you'll get a link, a message in your Facebook messages, a link. It's a PayPal link you can use to check out. You can use PayPal, you can use any credit card or debit card to check out. You don't need to have a PayPal account, which is really cool. And it's just a wham bam kind of deal. When the item ships, you'll get a tracking number, again in your messages. And
should be it. Once in a while, we're going to do like a little giveaway, for people who have purchased things.
Don't forget to tell them to switch up the way they word the claim.
Yeah. And I think that's it. Let's just go ahead and do some claim. So it's a little different than most claim sales. I mean, it's people sitting here, but we try and talk about the items or at least interact with people and have fun, because most claim sales are just so droll, and it's just the typical uncomfortable dude with Doritos in his beard, and I'm close to that. I mean, I definitely resemble that remark.
You do.
But we try and be a little more light and a little more fun to watch. That way, if you don't buy anything, you at least had a good time watching us. We do have you could tip. Say you don't want to buy anything, but you want to kind of support what we're doing.
We do have a coffee thing.
We have a coffee.
I did
link.
replace it with our
Yeah, we kind of replaced it with our GoFundMe because we also had a fire. But if you want to buy us some coffee, we'll share the coffee link.
There's a lot going on. I can do that. I can do that right now. Brian Parks wants a Farpoint tattoo. Wow.
Oh my God. I don't even have one.
Yeah, that's insane.
I was going to get Farpoint, but I decided to get Dreadnought instead.
Were you? No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. I was thinking about it. I was also thinking about NCC 1701D.
Which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get our crap together here.
All right.
So
Where's
again,
the price of this guy?
come here.
All right, so let's do it. Animated series,
something.
Toy Biz.
Woo-hoo.
This is back when Toy Biz still had the license for Spider-Man, and this is from the awesome Spider-Man animated series. This is Spider-Man with a parachute, in case he can't web onto anything. Mint on card.
Doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense.
Bubbles nice and clear. It's not yellowed. Card's got some bending, but not terrible.
Not awful.
Display's great. $25 shipped. Parachute, Toy Biz, Spider-Man. Web Parachute, Spider-Man from Toy Biz. 25 shipped.
$25 on animated parachute Spider-Man. Yeah, and what's really cool is it comes with like a little like clip-on. What's that? Like little
It's like a
pin?
ring. It's a pin or a ring or
it's
something.
a little pin.
Everything from the animated series
It's a
did.
little cute little pin.
It's actually a phenomenal cartoon. It's one of those great. No, it's not. It's not. Listen, the '90s was a great time for animated superhero stuff.
Dude, X-Men,
Batman.
Spider-Man, Batman.
Fantastic Four came out of Spider-Man. A lot of Marvel stuff did. There a lot of Marvel stuff came out of that Spider-Man universe. That was good.
Alright, who's next?
Top fans. All right, you did the coffee. Did you
Yeah.
pin the rules?
No, I didn't type the rules.
Matthew, there will be
Can't
some
pin.
Star Trek coming up. You haven't missed anything. The first thing we did was the Spider-Man, so you're right on top.
I can't pin anything.
Speaking of Fantastic Four, and we're excited about the MCU Fantastic Four coming in. These are more Toy Biz Marvel superheroes. It's a set. We're going to do them both together. Mr. Fantastic
It's husband
and
wife.
the Invisible
They
Woman.
have to be together in a little husband and wife.
Freaking Mr. Fantastic. So everybody else is like, their names describe. The Thing is like a thing. Human Torch, the Fire.
She's Invisible Woman.
Invisible
She's
Woman, Invisible.
And Mr. Fantastic.
And then the dude that can stretch
obviously
is like,
named, he obviously named himself.
yeah,
You know the guy with the crazy nickname? You know,
yeah.
I'm top dog.
So
No,
her
you're
card
not.
is beautiful and bright. His card looks like, if you can tell, looking,
It's a little.
yeah,
dull.
dull, just a little bit, but they're still both sealed mint on card. For the set of them, he's a little better than she is.
That's the right price. There you go.
$30 shipped for the two of them.
$30.
For the two, for the set.
Two.
We got a lot of '90s
Two
superhero
figures.
stuff going on today, but 30 for.
So this is cool. Mark worked at KB during this time.
Oh.
Some of this stuff has KB tags on it, Mark, which is really cool. Bonnie's watching.
Bonnie who?
Bonnie C. Bonnie made us the masks, the beautiful masks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Bonnies.
As a matter of fact, Tiffany made us masks. A lot of folks made us masks. We wear all of them in rotation. Are you seeing comments I'm not seeing?
Yeah. Mark worked at KB. I'm just catching up.
I am going to start taking things down. They're not selling. You put them in front of me, actually.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
we're going to revisit the things that don't sell at the end.
Here's somebody
Then
who's
they
super
sell.
hot. We
She
always
wants-
revisit.
She wants me to hand them to her.
All right. So, another Marvel superheroes, Silver Surfer,
Which one is that?
and then we're gonna have some from the Silver Surfer line, which is like a rarer Toy Biz line.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer is going to be $20 shipped.
So Marvel superheroes, Silver
Marvel Hero
Surfer.
superheroes. It's got a little dent on the bubble.
His card is nice.
Yeah, still displays good. Little bit of sticker residue from
Ooh,
the price tag.
Jay's Mr. Weber. There may be one thing, I don't know if you're into models or weird Star Wars stuff. There's one thing I found out in the garage. I don't know how vintage it is. I think it might be from the 90s, but it's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know if you want to stick around.
He needs water guns. So,
Water guns.
where's Sky? My mother's asking about my daughter. This is like a turned into a family thing. Sky took the truck, and she is hanging with friends. They're going to the drive-in. Any G.I. Joes? Not today. No Joes today.
And I've got a clean.
Today is very heavy on superheroes, and then there's some Star Trek and the odd Star Wars. But mostly, we went for superhero stuff today to mix it up, because we've been doing like Star Wars like crazy. Crazy!
So I got Chef Manda's claim on this. Rich, she just beat you, but have no
did.
fear, there is another Silver Surfer here somewhere. Not exactly
Yep.
the same one, but there is one in the pile.
Hey Robert, hello from work. Any Pokemon cards? No Pokemon cards. We don't do them like this. Like, to do Pokemon cards like this, it would not be worth our time. You know, for the most part,
The Silver Surfer
they're
sold.
like dollars.
What time are we going till? Jay.
It's 5 to whatever. 7 at the
6:30?
latest.
We try to do like 2 hours or so.
Let's stick with Silver Surfer stuff then. This is a rarer line, way rarer than the Marvel superheroes. This is when Silver Surfer got his own line. There's some. This isn't that expensive, but there are some heavy hitters in this line. I remember like Thanos being big, and a couple of the characters they had never done anything else before. But this Silver Surfer, go try and find it. It's pretty rare, I have to be honest. It's the Cosmic Power Blaster Silver Surfer.
With a KB, old KB tag.
Old KB tag, yeah. Beautiful card, very good shape. I believe it is $30 shipped. $30 shipped to you for Silver Surfer with Cosmic Star Blaster. He's gonna.
I think he lights up.
He'll be appearing in the MCU soon.
So Chef Manda said.
Go to 10 p.m. Chris.
You
better bring me coffee.
Are we going to be mad if that action figure comes out of the packaging?
No, do what you got to do.
I have weird opinions.
I just don't want to see it happen.
Yeah, like vintage stuff coming off the card, I feel a little weird about. But this is kind of like
no 90s stuff. I'm still weird about it, but
that 90s era where everything was
she
kind
paid for it. She can do whatever she wants.
Oh yeah,
take a video of yourself.
You can blow it up if you want. I mean,
Chris, I can't imagine being on until 5 hours of just being on.
Oh, that's so cute, Amanda. That's so cute. Audrey Softball All-Stars team are the Silver Surfers. That's so cute. I love it.
Oh, that's killer.
That's so neat. I love it.
Wow.
All right.
Richard claimed
Richard got the other one.
Congratulations, Richard.
That worked out well. It worked out well.
All right. How about another Silver Surfer?
It's not actually.
This is Nova. Wow, look at her hair.
Dude, she is so cool.
But Nova was
why am I not cosplaying her?
I didn't know they used the name Nova again because Nova was like the Nova Guard. You know, Nova's a character in X-Men. You know, he's a space guy. So anyway, here's from the Silver Surfer line. This is Nova. That was Nova.
Now I have to put down my phone.
She is not for sale anymore.
Now I have to put down my phone and pick it up. There you go.
Free them from their plastic
No.
prisons. She doesn't.
No, Richard, thank you.
Hey.
What did you do? Here, look at mine.
What happened? Alright, I lost the stream.
He's losing the streams.
Anyway.
Never cross the streams. So Nova is a cool Silver Surfer character. She's pretty heavy because her hair is so heavy. I know that feel. So she's pretty cool. Her card is decent. She's got a little bit of a bend on the side. No big deal. Nova's $25 shipped. And again, our shipping, the prices we're quoting are including shipping anywhere in the United States free. So no worries about extra shipping. If you're out of the country, we do have to charge you exact shipping, but we will work with you. It's not a big deal.
We'll figure that out.
Are you just browsing for the
I'm trying to find the stream again, so just
you gotta
keep
go back
going.
to Farpoint. Well, I'm out of items, so I can't keep going.
Alright, coming up with some Star Trek.
Nova was one of the Heralds of Galactus.
Okay, well that makes sense because she looks like Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
But you know, Nova was also
That way.
part of the Nova Corps, right? I mean, the way they portrayed Nova in the MCU isn't Nova. The whole Nova was a guy from that, right? He was a specific character.
Was that the deal?
I think so. He's definitely in the space stuff. Well, so is the Heralds of Galactus.
Ghostbusters, your mom said.
No Ghostbusters, Mom. She's just saying words.
Yeah. Alright, so next up, you alright? You're scrolling?
I need to find the stream. Why don't you leave me alone?
Next up we have this. This is really cool. I'd actually never seen this before. It's a Star Trek Playmates set of 2. It is Locutus and a Borg drone from the Alien series, and it's actually a Target exclusive, which is really cool. Now, I think you could possibly buy these figures individually, but this set has a best of both worlds display inside there, so I believe that was part of the whole Target exclusive. This piece is really cool. It is open, but it's one of those like taped, popped, never removed kind of deals. $25 on Jean-Luc Locutus.
What do we call that? NRFB, right?
Never removed from box, yeah, NRFB. The tape is popped, but it's just one of those things. It popped. Somebody probably dropped it, or it just popped. You know how they do. But $25 on those bad boys. Claiming Locutus. All right. Thank you, Mark. There's that right here. All right.
I am back in the stream.
All right.
I am back.
Oh, I said cross the streams. That's why your mom said Ghostbusters.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Pass it along.
Poor mom.
More Star Trek.
Take one down, pass it around.
Somebody was really into Pez last week. Speaking of Pez, Mandy, you were hot on the Star Trek Pez, but unfortunately missed the claim. I should have mentioned this to you earlier. Well, so a friend of ours, a friend of the store, has a huge Pez collection he's looking to move. And he wanted to know if you'd be interested. I didn't know if you were really into Pez or just into the Star Wars stuff. So I will give you his contact information if you were specifically into Pez. That's all. We're back.
We're back.
That was just between me and Mandy.
I like little offshoot conversations. So what is this? This is a Star Trek, the original series set of Pez, collector set of Pez. You've got all the main bridge crew plus the Enterprise itself here in Pez form. They are
too
cute.
Oh, it's TOS.
Yeah, and this was limited to only 250,000. Only 250,000. So you know, don't.
And 249,773 are still sealed in the boxes.
Yeah, maybe. This one is one of them. This one is sealed. It's a really cool set. Whether you like Star Trek, whether you like Pez, if you like both, that even better. It's an awesome set. $20. $20 shipped anywhere in the continental United States for you today. $20. And I need to find that on my list. Yeah, Matthew, right? Only 250,000. And that was just for TOS. They also made 250,000 for Next Gen. So I don't think they did DS9 or any of the other ones. I think it was just those two. Star Trek Pez. Where did I leave it? It's right here somewhere. I guess I shouldn't be worried until someone claims it. Oh, someone claimed it. Scott, I got your claim. Thank you. And it's sold American. It's a cool set.
It is a cool set.
I think we have the TNG set somewhere.
Is this the
They're vintage, but they're not that old. You might still be able to eat the candy.
Don't try it. Please don't. We had somebody open a pack of vintage cards once and eat a piece of gum.
Right in front of us. It wasn't good. You alright?
Yeah.
How's your table working out? Alright.
Stuff too many items on it.
That's all good. Who do we have here? Justice League Unlimited Green Arrow. We're all over the place today. We got some superheroes. We got some Star Trek.
We are over the place.
It's good. I like the whole random on the road thing.
Yeah. And we haven't done superheroes in a while.
Yeah, no. And we went out to the garage and did a little inventory and found a bunch of stuff that wasn't up anywhere. And, dude, we're finding some real weird gems.
Yeah, whatever doesn't get sold here goes on eBay.
Yeah, which is, I think, pretty good. This is a 10-inch animated blue box Green Arrow action figure. There's also an orange box, which is not as sought after, apparently. The blue one's a little bit more rare. 10-inch, it's the Justice League Unlimited. $35, shipped to you anywhere in the United States.
So, Matt, Andrea's going to say it. So, Matt and Andrea we met. They came in the store, did some video. They're from up in the city. I forget, like Long Island or Staten Island or maybe in the city. I don't remember. Anyway, they're from New York.
New York.
Yeah, I'm getting off it. So they do videos and stuff of all kinds of cool things.
Nerd news today.
And and Matt said that Andrea ate gum from 1985 on one of their videos twice.
Oh.
They said one was actually chewable.
Oh.
Andrea posed right below him and said, was still very tasty, and she could blow bubbles with it. Bazooka Joe last. So that was the Bazooka Joe. I wonder.
Oh yeah.
I wonder. You know, like in is it Garbage Pail Kids that had like the flat pieces.
All the other trading cards had like the flat, just like.
Yeah. I thought the dude was gonna start frothing at the mouth.
Yeah.
Andrea, I'm sorry about your cancer. I'm sorry that gave you. I don't even know where I'm going.
Are you being serious?
No, but
this isn't
I
funny.
feel like
why would you
chewing that gum
cancer?
gives you some sort of like. She invented COVID by chewing that gum. It's where.
Your jokes are terrible.
Would you give her superpowers?
You would think it would give you superpowers, but no.
Green Lantern stuff. No, that
There is
gum
video
was.
proof.
You're right, Rich. That gum was barely chewable when it was new. It was hard, and 20, 30 years later, it's still hard. All right, $35 on Green Arrow. Going. Pile.
Richard, the gum wasn't even chewable then. You're so right. That was barely gum. Like when you bought a new pack of cards.
I just said the exact
I know.
same thing.
We're agreeing with you. We're elaborating. We're filling time.
Pick another thing.
Andrea said it's all her fault. We forgive you.
Oh, Andrea's why New York City was hit the hardest.
Right?
Alright, they live there and they can joke about it. I guess it's okay.
A character that is super hot and going to get hotter because of the Venom movies is Carnage. His first appearance in comics.
JR left powder on the cards.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so it had like sugar on the outside. Got powdered sugar on the outside.
Powdered sugar?
Powdered sugar!
So this is the, this might be the first, I forget if this came first or the Spider-Man animated series one came first.
Oh, we have both.
Carnage toy. I know like the first Deadpool was Marvel Superheroes. I don't know what the first Carnage... Somebody might know. What was the first Carnage toy?
Oh, somebody knows.
It was around here.
It was one of them, probably.
It was one of these. Because they're both the same mold, to be honest with you.
Yep, they're the same mold, they're just different colors.
So this is the Marvel Universe version of Carnage. Shapeshifter weapons, where's he at?
They're 20.
Okay, 20 shipped. Marvage. Carnage.
Marvage.
Mint on card. I was going to say mint on card Carnage.
Kill him for me, Marvage.
Marvage.
Kill him good.
Kill him good, Marvage.
Kill him good, Marvage.
I don't even know what we're doing an imitation of.
I'm doing an imitation of the girl from Sin City.
But she didn't talk like that.
She kind of did. Kill him for me, Marv. Kill him good.
Alright, that was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carnage. One of the first Carnage toys. $20. And then, if you're going to claim, we're doing 2 Carnages back to back. This is Marvel Universe. Okay. Here's Spider-Man the Animated Series version. Same freaking toy, man.
It's the same toy.
Same
toy. He's going to show the camera it's the same toy. Why are we
the accessories? Oh wait, one has an open mouth.
Yeah.
So this Carnage's mouth is closed. This Carnage has the open mouth, the McFarlane teeth, the whole deal. This one's also 20. Animated series Carnage. I think that we underpriced it, but Penelope priced it, and that's that.
You almost called me Skylar.
I did. Animated series again. We did some other animated series already, but this is another Carnage. Carnage is hot. There's no way both are going to last.
The Spidey Carnage was first.
Okay, thank you. Who said that?
A couple people.
So is that Spidey Carnage the first? Freddy Carnage, Spidey Carnage first.
Freddy, I got you.
Yep,
Freddy, it's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Greg is back, the top fan, but so is Freddy. Greg missed out, he thinks, on some stuff claiming last week because he lost his top fan status.
That whole top fan thing might be a myth. Because how can it make you be first? I don't know.
I don't know how the algorithms work.
Are these both claimed?
Yes. We got Freddie and Brian's claims.
How do you guys have an Archie and Edith seat set up? It's not like this all the time, but it is kind of. So this is an undisclosed location, but the person who lives here uses this chair for work and sitting, and this chair was set up for Turkey Dog, a dog that was her dog, but I walked, but Turkey passed away recently, but the chair is still...
It's still Turkey's chair.
Still Turkey's chair.
Although I sat in it yesterday when I was here, and I felt like I was squatting where I didn't belong. I sat on the edge the whole time. 3 for $10. The second was a re-release to sell as clearance at KB. Well, and there is normally a table between them.
Yeah, there's usually a table. I mean, the house isn't just like this. She sits here and stares at the camera.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, cut to Archie and Edith bickering.
Oh, Archie!
Oh, Archie, you're so racist!
You missed out. She never called him out. Or she probably did.
I don't know.
He just ignored her, though. Poor Edith, man. Died of cancer.
Right? I think I'm Archie and you're Edith in this situation.
Yeah. So, whatever, meathead.
What?
Teen Titans, Beast Boy. This is a paperweight.
It's a paperweight, but it's like a really cool little statue.
They actually all go together. If you buy all the paperweights, there's a whole set.
Yeah, you can see on the back, they all interlock.
It's actually expensive as shit if you get them all.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
Check that.
Teen Titan stuff tends to be very sought after.
Teen Titans!
Yeah.
Beast Boy paperweight could be yours.
For how much?
For the low price of $30 American dollars.
30 shipped to your door
American dollars
in the States.
To you in the United States. And again, if you live outside the United States, we'll work with you. It's a little heavy though because it's a paperweight.
Archie and Edith were my grandparents, like almost exactly.
That's crazy. So Mark just said that the second version of Carnage was a re-release to sell as clearance at KB. They were 3 for $10.
I believe it. They made a lot of those
That's
things.
Crazy. They would re-release a figure just to be clearance.
Frank, great cartoon. Oh, Frank's in here. Frank is here.
Oh, we don't
Everybody,
have a Frank head.
We can't carry the turtle around.
We can't carry a turtle around.
We were just talking about cartoons earlier, so the Teen Titans cartoon was good. But it wasn't like one of those. It wasn't like one of those iconic '90s cartoons. You know what I mean? It was definitely. I think it was more 2000s and more like.
Oh yeah, it was what Skylar watched it. It was
yeah,
more,
Skylar watched it, and it was a little more goofy than those cartoons were. You know, it had like the big, you know, things that popped over their heads, and they did all kinds of goofy.
Beast Boy, Bonnie, I got your claim on Beast Boy. Thank you so much. How are you guys holding up?
Let's flop it up a little bit.
Flop it.
For Mother's Day, we tried doing this on a.
Mother's Day.
You don't get it?
I get it. It's not Mother's Day.
Oh. We tried selling this on a deal of the day. We were probably a little expensive. I don't know.
I think we were a little expensive.
But shipped to you.
McFarlane Movie Maniac Series 2 Psycho
Norman Bates.
Replete in his mother's dress. It comes with a removable wig. This is a creepy figure.
It does have the wig, doesn't it?
It has the wig. It has like the little cool, the art, like the movie poster.
Yeah, the movie poster behind. That was the one really cool thing about the Movie Maniacs. McFarlane's Movie Maniacs were, dude.
The sculpts were great.
When they first came out, you were like, oh my god, I never had stuff like this for the movies I love. So he is
$25.
That's it?
Well, we listed it for I think like $40 and no one bid, and then we lowered it and no one bid.
It's gonna cost us $10 to ship it.
It's gonna cost us $8 to ship it, unless someone does a local pickup.
So Norman Bates, $25.
$25.
Shipped.
Shipped to you in the United States. Free shipping. $25.
Changing it up again.
Sorry.
Tippi Hedren. Oh no, that was birds.
There's birds outside.
That wasn't the woman in that Jamie Lee Curtis's mother?
Yes. What is her name?
It wasn't Curtis, because
No.
Tony Curtis is the father.
Yeah.
Lee, something Lee?
Jennifer Lee, Jason Lee,
Vivian
Jennifer
Lee?
Jason Lee, Vivian Lee. Vivian Lee?
No.
I think Kermit is
I
looking it up
forget.
right now.
God's famous too. Tippi Hedren was the one that was in Birds, and she's the
Janet
mother.
Leigh.
Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh.
Tippi Hedren is the mother of the one who married Crockett. Man, I'm all over the place. She was in Working Girl.
Janet Leigh.
Tippi Hedren was the mother of...
Claim Bates, claim Bates. Linda Scully just claimed Norman Bates. Linda, why do you want this? It's actually a really cool figure. I'm just teasing.
Super cool.
Linda, thank you. We've got a couple things for you guys at the store.
Batman color forms.
Here, pass it that way.
Sealed vintage. These are sealed in their original shrink. Now, when I say vintage, it's not 60s. It's probably 80s.
I want to say it's 80, 89. Yep, 89.
89.
There was a whole, when the Batman
Huge
movie,
resurgence.
Yeah, when the movie came out, they did a resurgence, but there was a lot of...
You don't remember? That was the summer of Batman.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
Of course, I was 10. I wasn't like 4.
Everybody had the Batman
Everybody
shirt.
was Batman. My sister worked at McDonald's that year, I believe, and we had Batman, all the Batman shit, the cups,
Melanie Griffith.
all the stuff.
Thank you.
The cups, we still have Batman cups out the wazoo. All the toys, everything. I had Penguin everything, because that was kind of my nickname, Penguin everything. I loved Danny DeVito. It was a different movie.
Rich is just like answering that. We need you here just to, when we make a reference, just to bring out the...
Did we set a price on this yet?
Not yet.
Mandy, we haven't set the price yet.
Oh.
I could say $800. And we're legally obliged to pay.
Mandy, get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready,
Get
Mandy.
ready.
Type in Batman claim. Because I know you're going to want it. Yep. Mandy, $25, Mandy. $25 sealed Batman color forms. Are you going to open these?
Oh, yeah, if she's going to... No, I'm kidding.
If she's going to open them, she needs to bring them when she comes here so I can play with them too.
Right. Still sealed in their original shrink, $25. God damn it, Jerry got it. Man,
there was a lot
everybody was out
action
there.
on that. A lot
We
of
just
action
kind of
on
sat
that
here
one.
teasing it.
A lot of action on that.
Let's give something away.
Well, I have the poster, but I also have the book. Are we ready to talk about the book at all?
Let's talk about the book.
You want to talk about the book?
Let's talk about the book.
All right. Color forms have been claimed. Matt kind of wants the awful Batman Forever mugs. Those were the ones I was talking about for McDonald's. I was confusing my movies.
I'll have to dig my set out of storage.
We still have a set somewhere. I still have a lot of the plastic cups with Danny DeVito. Me and Danny.
We're going to do an aside real quick. We're going to talk about something.
Yeah. Alicia's giveaway. I don't know where to start with this.
At the beginning.
So, all right. So this is we're going to be giving away a book, a copy of a book. This book is called The Fire of the Shanty.
It ain't worth shit.
It's please have some respect. Might be a $10 book on Amazon. You guys can look it up if you want to. But there's something very special about this book, and I'm going to tell you guys what it is. So, you got to help me with the story. I'm going to tag team this.
So when we were looking to open a business outside of the mall, and we were looking for a brick and mortar, when we were with Frank talking about partnering together.
You might be too quiet.
I'm not too quiet. We started looking for a location. Now, Penelope and her sister grew up in this area right here in Mays Landing, and had driven by this place that we looked at a million times. We were enlisted originally, and I didn't get it. I thought it was too far off the road in my head, and it needed a lot of work, and it was too close to Frank's. It's a toy store, I thought. It was even closer than the mall was, and that was kind of close. But we always worked together. We always sent people back and forth, and it always was awesome. We would buy collections together, so we were already doing partnerish things. So Frank, driving home one day from our place, after we had been out looking all over God's creation for a location, passed it and called me and said, "Man, I just passed the place and I think it's awesome."
Now, the building is located right near the Mays Landing High School and Middle School. So growing up at Mays Landing, I drove by this place thousands of times, you know, all through middle school on the bus, driving past this place, all through high school on the bus, driving past this place. It was a fireplace store for 40 years, from the 70s until just a few years ago.
Called the Fireplace Shanty.
Called the Fireplace Shanty.
Sold firewood, sold fireplaces.
Yeah. To this day, we still call the building the Shanty.
To this day, people still pull in the driveway and ask if we're selling fireplaces.
It just happened a week or two ago.
Yes.
Someone pulled in and said, "You sell fireplaces?" And
no.
We were on fire, but we don't sell fireplaces.
No.
So we started seriously looking at the building, and we decided we wanted to view the inside. So we got with a realtor and we walked around. And after the second time visiting the property, we all kind of fell in love. The two of us and Frank. We pretty much fell in love with the property, and we started getting more serious and doing some more questions. And I think we finally, when did we decide to Google? Because that's how I found the book.
I don't know. You do what you do. You know, you start looking into if you're.
I Googled. So we got far enough in the process of deciding we wanted to purchase the property that we found out the owner's name, and I thought, well, let me just Google her real quick. Just for shits and giggles, for lack of a better term, just to see if, I don't know, arrested for fraud, who knows. But, the only thing that popped up when I Googled her name was this book. It's a book written by the woman who we purchased the building from.
Amazing, tiny little Italian immigrant.
Her name's Lena. She's amazing. She's so cute and wonderful. She's awesome, and she wrote this book. She's an author. It's called The Fire of the Shanty, and it piqued my interest. Like, the Fire of the Shanty, it's about a fireplace shanty. The Fire of the Shanty is a cute little beach scene or whatever here on the front. So I read the synopsis of the book. Now, this is before we decided to make. We had already made up our mind about the shanty.
Yeah,
we were
the
buying
process
the place.
was begun.
We were buying the place, so we had already made up our mind. And then I found this, and I'm going to read you the synopsis on the back of the book. Just bear with me. This is going somewhere good.
You should read it with an Italian accent, because that's how Lena would have written it.
If she were to watch this, I wouldn't want her to think that I was making fun of her.
Well,
I'll read it. No.
English is not her first language.
I don't know what an Italian
accent
accent sounds like.
She has a very thick Italian accent.
I'm not going to read it.
I only know an Italian-American accent.
I'm not reading it with that.
Which is kind of like, I could read it with an Italian-American accent.
I'm
but
not,
that's not really an Italian accent.
All right. You ready? You guys ready? Your mind's going to be blown. Rihanna and Renee, in love with each other, were separated due to their different pursuits of life. After a few years, they see each other, and this time they decide to get married. They decide to start their own business, a fireplace store. Rihanna reads a tale in which a curse lingered on the store and all those who own it. I can't make this up, guys. She tried to dissuade Renee to give up the deal, but it was too late. They had to buy the building.
Am I Renee in this situation?
You're Renee and I'm Rihanna, yes.
Okay.
I don't know who Frank is. They work hard to make their dream of a better life come true. Their happiness is complete when Tia, their beloved daughter, is born. Is Frank Tia?
Maybe.
With time, however, their relationship is shattered. When Renee dies under horrible circumstances, Rihanna is convinced that the curse really exists. Will she be able to save Tia and herself from the curse of the shanty?
And then Renee dies of getting electrocuted and
well, you're not far off. Renee dies in a fire. He's buried alive in a fire at the shanty when the shanty burns to the ground. So I'm not gonna read too much of this. Should I read a little?
Just a little. No. Is that a picture from inside the shanty?
It is. The book is illustrated with photos of the interior of the building while it was still
a
fireplace
TV hanging
shanty.
there now.
We do have a TV hanging there.
And there's not brick going out that way
there's
anymore.
no brick there anymore. This book is insane.
I did a hell of a job renovating.
You sure did. And you're doing a great job not dying in a fire.
Trying.
That's besides.
Trying to break that curse.
Your mom is doing ZZZs like she's falling asleep.
Yeah,
so
great.
I guess we should probably get on with it. This book is about the curse of the shanty and the fire at the shanty. I don't even know what to say. I'm out of words.
All right, so
this book is written about our property being cursed and burning down in a fire.
the first person to guess a number, if you actually want this book, who already bought something, so we'll just throw it in with what you already. Nah,
Do
I
the
don't
number
care.
thing. Do the number thing.
You don't have to have already purchased
I
something.
love the
We'll
number
ship this to
thing.
you.
Let's do the number thing.
All right, so a number between one.
There's 44 people watching.
1 and 44. Number between 1 and 44. First person to guess the number, I'm going to write down.
Okay.
All right. First
Somebody
person.
guess.
Go.
First person to guess the number Justin just wrote down between 1 and 44 gets this copy of The Fire in the Shanty. Not signed by the author.
So any toy deals that go down in our area, Frank is trying to say that I do my Italian accent.
You do.
Just gonna let my
All right, we got a winner.
let my beak a little bit.
Dominic.
Dominic!
Dominic, I'm glad you're watching. We still have, I think, 1 or 2 things you claimed and paid for but haven't picked up. So this is great. This is a great excuse for us to hook up.
Dominic!
We're still doing.
Congratulations.
We're still doing
We'll read you
curbside.
some more of this. Man, everybody is just on it.
I'm gonna read an excerpt a little.
Even
later.
Frank tried to win it.
No, he did
Frank,
not.
we got a copy for you if you want, man.
Brenda said she wanted a copy.
Hey, we
got
can get you a copy for this, huh?
Yes.
In love with each other. No.
No.
So I'm doing the Italian American, not
No, it's not okay.
I'm not doing the Christopher Columbus.
No. Stop.
Oh yeah.
You're terrible. Do not. You can't.
Lena's awesome.
Lena is amazing.
We miss her.
This book is. So after I read about this book, I had to buy a copy. So I immediately bought one on Amazon, and when I got the copy, my mind was blown. Justin and Frank didn't believe me. I was like, the place is haunted. And
She was
cursed.
so embarrassed when we brought it up to her.
I
'Cause
brought
she
it
didn't.
up.
Lena didn't tell us she
Yeah,
did it.
no.
We said, hey,
I brought it
we
up.
found your book.
Yeah.
Did she sign one for us?
She did. I made her, when we did the closing at the store, when we made the purchase of the building, I made her sign my copy, and she was incredibly embarrassed. Dominic, congratulations. This is a very interesting, weird, cool book. You can stick it over there with stuff that sold.
Dominic!
Dominic!
It's my oldest nephew's name. So, more Toy Biz. Fantastic Four. Another cool,
Who is that?
weird Toy Biz line. It's Dr. Doom with the shooting arm. Just like the Silver Surfer line, this was an offshoot of superheroes and stuff of the X-Men, hugely popular X-Men line. Dr. Doom, mint on card. There are some. I don't know if there's some hammers in this line. I know there are on the Silver Surfer line. $15 shipped. Toy Biz, Dr. Doom. 1.5. Any Star Trek ornaments?
Madone. Any Star Trek ornaments? I'm gonna pull out my shotgun.
Oh, Madone.
Oh, Frank. Frank's bringing up jokes from
Hey,
old
Graham!
guys.
Holy crap!
What?
So Graham he was in Firebird when we toured with. Graham is a band friend, other side of things.
Oh,
but
wow.
Graham's over there across the pond in England. He was the bass player in Firebird. He's played bass in a ton of things, in session stuff and studio stuff. But we toured with toured with Orange Goblin and Firebird. And when I went on stage and
Justin's
sang,
in a band, Solace.
when I did the Stevie Wonder thing and got really drunk,
Uh-huh.
he was playing bass that night. He was the bass player
so
that
I
night.
can blame Graham for ruining my Christmas.
No. You could blame Bill Steer for asking me.
Justin was on tour, and he got really drunk and nervous because he was
Oh my
going on
God.
stage with
Are we
with
talking about
them.
this on camera?
Yes. And it was our last night, their last show, their last night, and this other band they were touring with that he was really excited to be touring with asked him to sing on stage. He got really nervous and really drunk.
So I play guitar, and I sing, but I play guitar. And we had been on tour for, I don't know, a couple weeks in the UK, and on the bus, you know, we're all drinking, having a couple adult beverages, and of course I'm singing along with music we're listening to and stuff. And the guitar player and singer from the band Firebird, Bill Steer, who's been in a ton of bands.
I wasn't going to go this deep into the conversation.
At the last show, he was losing his voice, and he was like, "Hey man, you sing a little bit. I can hear you. You can sing. You want to come up and sing a song with us?" And I was like, he said, "You want to do Stevie Wonder Superstition?" Now, first of all, I grew up on Stevie Wonder. My mother, who's watching, is a huge Stevie Wonder fan. So I grew up listening to every Stevie Wonder. Like, it's a soundtrack of my childhood. So I was like, sure, I'll do it. But I never went on stage without the comfort and security of my guitar. So I was just a singer. So I was nervous.
And he decided to drink because he was nervous. And because he was so hungover the next day, he...
Graham said I killed it.
You did.
Thank you.
He ended
I don't remember.
Hopefully he didn't do anything else.
So I missed my flight.
So he missed his flight back home. This was on, I think, like the 22nd.
But it wasn't
23rd.
just... There was so much more to it.
There was
just
a
like,
huge flight.
Just like the rest of our lives.
Yeah. There was also a huge storm over there. And
so this much snow shuts London down.
Yeah.
You can't have that much snow without shutting London down. And
he would not have missed his plane if traffic was normal.
If the tube was normal, I would have gotten to the airport. But the tube I took.
So he missed his plane.
Got postponed.
The rest of the band got on the plane. He did not because he ended up going home with some other. I don't know the whole story there. There's some questions.
Store manager.
There's some questions about where he ended up. But he was not with the rest of the band, which was the main problem.
Because they went. They knew our
Yeah.
flight was that morning.
Yeah.
They all went back to the hotel, went to sleep, and were like good boys.
And you were
I was
drunk.
bombed and was like, "We're partying. I'm a rock star."
Yeah.
And
this story should not be on record. Trust me, said Frank. So it gets better, guys.
Oh my God!
It gets better. So he missed his flight, and because of the snow, he couldn't get a different flight. And it turns out...
That night I slept at Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, and then he finally got a flight like for the next day.
Like,
and
you know
then
those silver
canceled.
blankets they give people? Like, this is how bad it got. I had a
blankets,
silver emergency blanket, and they had, like, pallets of
shock
water.
blanket.
Because everyone was stuck at Heathrow.
Yeah.
My band just
Well, not
made it
everyone.
out.
The guys who made their flight weren't stuck there.
No.
Anyway, I'm not bitter. It's only been how many years?
So
10
then,
years?
the flight got rebooked for, like, a few days later.
Yeah. And then that got canceled.
Then there was a storm here.
Yeah.
And that got canceled.
Yeah.
So I ended up...
Justin missed Christmas that year.
I had Christmas.
Oh, he missed my Christmas over here in the States.
And my daughter's Christmas. I came home with some awesome shit.
He did.
Including an engagement ring.
Yeah. Because you felt bad about whatever you did the night that you don't
remember.
remember.
I just happened to find an amazing engagement ring.
No, he did.
And listen, I have friends over there.
Yeah,
What an amazing! It was like Justin's adventure, Christmas adventure. There should be a TV show.
Meanwhile, I'm homesick.
It's not good enough for a movie, but maybe a TV movie.
Made for TV movie. So Justin missed Christmas, yes, and it was claimed by Dominic. Thank you, Dominic, for documenting.
All right, another Fantastic Four. Terrax. This is a character that has not been in any of the MCU
save.
yet.
Yeah, it was a good save.
Yeah.
He's also $15. Terrax from the Fantastic Four line, just like Dr. Doom, $15.
Yep, carded, mail card.
Anywhere in the United States, to your door, for free, $15 American dollars. What a great line this is. Yes, Alicia, it was Justin's Christmas vacation.
I didn't sway like Stevie. No, I did not sway like Stevie Wonder. I just kind of sang.
Dominic also got Terrax. Good job, Dominic.
All right.
Terrax.
I don't know what that means.
It's a play on words. Terrax.
Oh, these are some of like this Claiborne Moore.
Dude.
Sculpted some of the
best. He's amazing.
I guess, man.
I'm a big fan.
Unrealistic women.
I'm a big fan of. I look exactly like this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Look at the hair. This is literally an action figure of me. I should keep this.
Why does my mom claim for John Speedboy?
I don't...
John, what is John Speedboy into? I own a toy store, Mom. Just tell me what you want. I'll give you something. You don't have to sit here and claim stuff.
So,
yeah, well, So, Terrax is Burn Fantastic Four. We all know that.
Linda wants to see the Hallmark movie of Justin's Christmas Adventure.
And that Burn Fantastic Four run, if you ever read a segment or it's anyone's run of Fantastic Four, Burn's run is up there with Kirby stuff.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm a huge fan of Witchblade. I've always been a huge fan of Witchblade since the 90s. And I have to be honest, for selfish reasons, I was hugely into Typo Negative in the 90s, and one of the characters from this is kind of based on Peter Steele, the lead singer of Typo Negative. So that's kind of what got me into comics.
Ian Nottingham.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the things that got me into comics in the 90s, among other things. But I love Witchblade. I have all the Ian Nottingham figures at the house. This is a cool red, it's the Scarlet variant of the medieval Witchblade. She's awesome. She's got the long ponytail, the tiny little outfit. She is really cool. She is $15 shipped to you. Claiborne Moore sculpt, medieval Witchblade.
They're
Scarlet
actually beautiful
edition.
figures.
He's an amazing
And that's
artist.
a variant, right?
Yeah, she's the Scarlet Witchblade.
Alicia said typo. We actually went to Peter Steele's grave the year he died.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan in like '94.
Yeah, I got into them more like 95.
Right after Bloody
96,
Kisses,
97.
I was a huge tool for them.
What?
A tool. I was like a tool. I was a type of tool.
I don't know what that means. Scott, I got your claim on Witchblade. Thank you. Man after
No,
man
I
heart.
typically don't bring on legends. But this was in the, it was out on the eBay, but not actually listed. It was in one of the eBay tubs. And
Action figures had
we
plastic
want to have
stuff.
some good stuff, you know. Here's a Marvel Legends. This is from the MODOK Build-A-Figure wave. So it has MODOK's bottom, his legs. That MODOK Build-A-Figure is very expensive now. So this is the yellow greenish variant. There's a red one as well. Still mint on card. Wasp from the Toy Biz Marvel Legends.
$25 on Wasp.
$25.
MODOK series, Wasp, Marvel Legends. I pulled that out of the garage and snuck that in when Justin wasn't looking. I love the MODOK Build-A-Figure. What piece does she come with? Oh, his little feet. His little legs.
Said that.
Love it.
Scout Faust claimed Witchblade.
I got it.
Okay. So $25 for Build-A-Figure MODOK with the Wasp.
Now, why did they change the card style? Was this just not
This was
too
Toy
much
Business.
plastic?
No, well, when Marvel took over, yeah. So this kind of plastic is super expensive.
makes
Cardboard's
sense.
cheaper.
Yeah.
So doing this clamshell got very expensive. And as soon as Marvel took over, I actually think that at the end, Toy Biz's boxes got smaller too. If Toy Biz was still doing it when with like the Hulk wave with Fing Fang Foom and stuff, those boxes are a different shape. I'm not sure if that was Hasbro though, but they did get different at the end.
Nicholas claimed Wasp.
Nicholas claimed Wasp.
Thank you, Nicholas. Another name I recognize.
Here's a cool one. Here's a cool Toy Biz oddball. This is a
Marvel Team Up.
it's an
What is
exclusive. I
this?
think it's a Kmart exclusive. So you know why that's cool. I think Marvel Team Up. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Marvel Team Up #1 was these guys.
Oh, that makes sense.
The comic.
That makes sense.
So I think this was a shout out
That's cool.
to the Marvel Team. I think, man, I could be wrong.
I mean, it sounds cool. Just go with it.
Yeah. So Marvel Team Up #1, the comic book was Spider-Man and Human Torch, and this is a shout out to that. It's a little bit. It's got some shelfware.
We priced
Hang
it
tags,
accordingly.
it's priced accordingly. It's a little bit harder to find of this era Toy Biz scale stuff. I think this is also 25.
Yep, it is 25.
Yeah.
Frank's right. The card art is awesome.
Yeah, Frank, dude, the amount of plastic they used on some of those
It's insane.
clamshell packages, and then think about how heavy some of the Bath figures were. Like their shipping must have been crazy when they were shipping it out to the vendors and stuff. Matthew Kaplowitz, that is correct. So this is that first comic book. Good. I'm glad I know that. I told you, Frank. No, actually. So Frank taught me that. We've had that book, I think, to be honest. So this was 25. On to the next. Pretty Toy Biz heavy. Here's a weird. So a couple weeks ago we had a vintage DC read and play. It's like Superpowers tape and book.
That wasn't on Bartertown.
No?
It's on Gold. Sold on Gold, eBay.
I thought we brought it to Bartertown, sold it on Bartertown.
We had a Star Wars book and record.
Anyway, so book and cassette. If anybody has a cassette player, Night of the Sentinels. This is based on the 90s
Matthews, they're
X-Men.
just Dunkin' Donuts. They're not fancy. Someone brought them to us today. It was very nice. The donuts. Mark said,
Frank, I wish you. Yeah, because of COVID, you can't come sit here because you say funny shit and good shit. At $5.99 a figure,
phone.
Galactus leg was 3 pounds. He's right, dude. The Galactus leg was gigantic. Like it's like a baby leg in those Build-A-Figures.
We need to get him on speakerphone.
That's why we'll never see Build-A-Figures that scale again, because plastic is so much more expensive. Actually, gas prices are down, which means petroleum is probably down. So anyway, this is
I'm not sure. He said our Dunkin' Donuts look really good.
They are. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad donut.
Yeah.
Only $20.
$20.
This is what era is this? This has got to be 90s.
It's got to be 90s. It's based on the show.
And it's a cassette.
It's based on the episode Night of the Sentinels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Previously on
X-Men.
32-page comic style storybook with a cassette. Wolverine's face is on the cassette. Pretty cool.
We've got Double Team, the Arcaro Double Team here.
Holy shit.
You guys are awesome. I love it.
Y'all gonna have to fight over that.
Oh, jeez. I think Mark got it first.
Matthew's like, why do they look so much nicer than my Dunkin' Donuts? I don't.
There's
Sorry.
no such thing as a bad donut.
I'll tell you what's good, man, is that Krispy Kreme. They got the raspberry filled. I need to stay away from it, but
you do. It's not good for you.
it's not.
It's not good for you.
No, I'm pounding pizza over here.
Veronica.
Donuts
just
are my
made.
biggest. Like, if I had to choose what my biggest like bad thing that I love is, donuts are my favorite thing.
So this is the perfect timing. Veronica just said we need an update on the Goose, and Joel T. Sachs is watching. So let's do a quick recap of
All right,
this
another
week's
aside.
These both get claimed, sorry.
Yes.
Did the Human Torch get claimed?
After, I think so. Claim X-Men.
I didn't see the
Oh, maybe Torch didn't get claimed.
Yeah, I didn't see the Torch get claimed.
Okay, on the Goose.
Yeah. So, yeah. A knee brace is what happened. No, the knee brace.
Somebody
has been
claimed
around.
Wasp.
Yeah. The Goose.
Mark said the Clamshell Legends, yeah, because they're heavy. All right, so the Goose. Here's a Goose story. We're going to do another giveaway after the Goose story.
Oh?
Yep.
Okay. The Goose. So we were at the store the other day, just working on some stuff around. Because, you know, like Justin said, we're not professionals. We can't do the electric. We can't do running gas pipes and things like that have to happen at the store right now before we can reopen. So we're finding ourselves doing other projects that we can
No, Chris.
do.
No, Chris. No donuts topped with barbecue pulled pork.
No.
No, Chris.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So we're out painting and just working on the store, and
We're since we can't be open and be in the store,
Yeah.
right? I'm just adding to what you said.
Yeah.
We're tackling projects that we've wanted to do
yeah.
that we feel like something is within our power to handle.
Yeah, I have no power to be an electrician. Thank you, Kermit. We have no power to do that kind of work. But what we can do is, you know, fix a fence that needs to be worked on, paint some stuff. So we're tackling home improvement projects, honeydew stuff that we have the power to do while we're closed. So the other day we were just about to head out of the store, and I was rinsing off some brushes and stuff in the front where we have a hose. And I noticed that some geese were in the front yard of the store, just nibbling around.
They live across the street. There's a big
Yeah.
retention basin across the street that
Yeah.
always has water in it. There's
Yeah.
a big electric company across the street. And they live there.
Yeah, they may live there year round. I don't know. We don't see them as much in the winter, but I do see them sometimes. But they've been there as long as we've been at the store. So I was out there rinsing some brushes, and the geese were, you know, about to cross the street, and I was a little worried because there's a lot of traffic. And I was just going about my day, figuring they're fine, they're geese, they do their thing,
That's
they
what
got
they do.
over here, so they'll be able to get back over.
Our store's on a very busy street.
Yeah, Route 40 is very busy. It's Main Street of America. At any rate, it turns out my fears were warranted, because as the geese were crossing the street, there were about 6 of them in this group. There were probably 12 altogether, but there were 6 in a group that were crossing the street. And the westbound lane had fully stopped so that the geese could cross the street. And they were still fully in the westbound lane, about to cross over to the eastbound lane, when a car started coming. The car saw them, slammed on its horn, but didn't slow down.
And the car obviously saw that the westbound lane was stopped as well.
Yeah.
Like it was a clear day. There's no reason a person didn't see what was going on.
They were far enough up the road. They definitely saw them because
They
started beep. They didn't just beep. They laid on the horn. They didn't just beep beep.
Like, get out of the way,
they laid on the
geese!
horn. They did not slow down. They did not stop, and they ran into the entire group of all 5 or 6 geese that were there, and then immediately just stopped beeping and sped away.
So
Meanwhile, there's still a line of cars going the other way that are stopped.
I hope that person gets COVID in their fucking asshole.
Yeah, I mean, I ditto. I second that emotion. Oh, my thing's frozen. I don't know what's saying. So yeah, this person, there was not.
Most of the geese managed to get out of the way.
They did.
One got tumbled under the car.
Yeah, 5 of them managed to flap out of the way. One of them ended up getting run over. I could tell right away that its leg wasn't all right. It couldn't stand, and it was trying to like flap and hop on one leg. So it managed to get off the road, but it immediately just sat on the side of the road. And all the other geese, including the other geese from the other grouping that had already crossed earlier, immediately ran back over.
So geese are cool, man. They're kind of like, they're very family oriented.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave one behind, so they all kind of stood in a circle around the one that couldn't really move.
For like, I mean, we didn't know what to do.
It's fucking heartbreaking because it's like we attribute that to a human emotion. So when an animal does something that we can connect with, it's heartbreaking.
And it just sat there, and all the other geese just stood there around it we didn't know what to do. We called the police, who gave us a phone number to call. We called that phone number, which led us to another phone number, because that number is only for like wild mammals, not birds. We called another number which was only for songbirds, not geese. People consider geese a nuisance animal, which I guess because they poop everywhere is true. So the only numbers we could find were like pest control and removal, and that's not what this was.
So we reached out to people, and it came down to, they were like, well, we know places that'll take the goose, but you got to catch the goose. Now listen, I might be kind of a hick from South Jersey, but I never caught a fucking goose before. I knew nothing about. Whenever I had a goose, it was already cooked on the table. I never had to catch.
We had that conversation too about eating meat but caring about animals. I might literally become a vegetarian after this. I'm serious.
Well, so some are born myself to be in my belly. That's just the way it is.
But why?
Not that I'm not a huge fan of like the big agriculture. That's how I get into it.
But I might become a vegetarian because of
this goose was a free goose that was living its life free. It didn't deserve to be run over. You know what I mean? Now, if someone hunted it who was starving and needed to eat, I'm okay with that. You know, as long as you're not killing it for sport and you're going to eat it. Let's not get into that either. But
so we ended up.
Dude, nobody. You're a fucking piece of shit if you see something that's hurt and don't care. I care more about if it was a person, depending on their political affiliation. I might have cared less than I cared about this goose at that moment.
So whenever anything catastrophic happens, I immediately text my sister. So I said, hey, do you know anybody that can either help me with a hurt goose or do something with a goose? We had a hurt raccoon at the store before, and we were able to call a number, and they came and got it. Those people don't deal with birds of any kind. So we did not have anyone who could catch the goose. My sister knew of a place where she had taken hurt songbirds in the past, near Medford, New Jersey, a little bit, about an hour from us, called the Woodford Cedar Run Refuge. They run, I'm sorry?
Woodford Cedar Run Wildlife.
Yeah, it's a wildlife refuge. They specialize in wild animals. They have like a farm where you can interact with the animals that could not be released back into the wild. They rehabilitate injured animals. Right. And they're also really big, and this is important, they release the animals back where they came from. They don't just say, all right guys, good luck, and let them go out in their own woods. They were very adamant about where the animal came from so it can go back to where it was.
So there's 4 people there that day. Penelope, me, my daughter, and Penelope's sister. So each of us had a tool. We trudged across the street. I had a box. Somebody had the blanket. Somebody had a snow shovel.
And a broom.
And somebody had a broom.
Yeah.
Because we were going to try and scare the goose into the box. Now the goose could still fly.
Yes.
So every time we would get within 10 feet of it, it would like 20 feet away.
Yeah.
So it was, catching it was not going to happen.
And another thing we were a little bit worried about is there's a fenced-in area. They actually live behind a fenced-in area. There's a little fence that's about this far off the ground they can crawl under.
He couldn't crawl under.
He couldn't crawl because
his one leg was just fucked. I mean, just
it was barely.
His one leg was like bad, and he was bleeding. We didn't want him to fly up into the barbed wire.
There was barbed wire above the fence. I don't know why the electric company thinks they need barbed wire. They don't want anybody jumping in.
So our friend Penelope went live personally, not on Farpoint, because we didn't want you guys to think it was a claim sale, and I claimed that goose, and it'll get all crazy. So a friend of ours, Joel, who was Joel to the rescue, saw that we needed help. He's like, listen, I have a really big net, and we were like, perfect.
Yeah.
Bring your net. So we brought his net over. We actually cornered the goose in a corner, and I actually was like, well, let's just try the blanket. Because everybody said blanket.
But so we couldn't figure out, because it had such a big wingspan when it would fly away. How do we get a blanket?
Well, it turns out you throw a blanket on a bird, it doesn't know what to do. And it just kind of was like, oh, okay, there's a blanket on me. And I hopped out of the blanket one time, and I threw it back on, and it was easy to get with the blanket. Yeah. So note to self, If you want to catch for good purposes a goose or some kind of bird, put a blanket on it.
Or if you're trying to
So I
eat
got
a
the
goose,
blanket
nice
on it.
blanket.
We got it in the box. Closed the box up. Put the box in the back of the truck. Drove all the way to Medford. It's the middle of the night by now.
By now it's 10:30.
Yeah. This was a long goose chase.
It was a long goose chase.
I didn't even read that.
Oh, zing!
But
Hilarious.
we dropped the goose off. It was moving in the box.
Yeah.
The next morning, Penelope's sister got word that the goose was alive and being tended to.
Yeah.
So,
So what's great about the Woodford Cedar Run Wildlife Refuge is that again, they are really adamant about returning the animals back to where they came from. They want them to go back home and to be able to mingle back in with their group, which I think is really great.
oh my God! So if I already have a custom action figure that Penelope made of us.
Oh yeah, I do have a Dreadnought figure of
We need to
Justin.
find a 1/18 scale goose.
I'm sure I have one. That's hilarious.
We were making all kinds of Top Gun jokes about goose.
You actually sang to the goose at one point. So they're really great because they're really adamant about where the animals put back in the wild. They
Goose
currently
just heard the pun and groaned.
they have thousands of they have hundreds of animals in their care right now. In a year, they normally have about 5,000 animals come and go. They run completely on donations. They have no government assistance. They're a nonprofit. They run just on donations. They're really hurting now because of COVID, of course, just like everybody else.
Mark knows the stretch of road really good because his parents live behind us, so you know exactly where we're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't dark when this happened.
No, it was light. She blew right through. It was light.
This was, I mean, it was almost 7 o'clock.
That fucking Karen, COVID having eyeball bitch.
It was a Karen. It was a middle-aged,
I want that goose's manager.
She was my age or older, white lady in a white car who just didn't give her two shits about this goose. And anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, so goose updates.
There's a goose update.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how many more updates we're going to get. Because their normal policy, they get so many animals, they couldn't possibly keep track of, okay, I have to email this lady, that guy left this, I have to do that and that. They know where the animals need to go back to, but they don't have the resources with their volunteer staff and their limited resources, especially with COVID right now, to keep in contact with everybody who brings animals there. I mean, they have things as small as chipmunks all the way up to, they have vultures and hawks and owls and big cats and things like that. So
I don't know if they have big cats.
They have big cats.
No.
Sure they do.
It's not that
bitch
Carol Baskin.
There's no big cats. I mean that.
No big cats.
But other than that, a big cat thing. That all
because it would say like there's a list of like right now we have 15 geese and 20 squirrels.
12 mountain lions.
So what it would say after that is big cat because the big cat would eat all those other motherfuckers.
So the point is that we managed to get one update then the next day about the goose.
Just said one big cat.
But that was almost an accidental update. They normally don't do updates of any kind. But we were very glad to hear that the goose was alive and made it through the night and is being tended to. We hope to somehow be able to get some more updates from them. Maybe
Unlike
we can
Pete Mitchell's co-pilot.
It was not a good time. The late 70s to mid 80s was not a good time to be a sidekick named Goose in a movie. Mad Max, Goose, dead.
That thing in there.
That thing in there is not the goose,
not
dead.
The goose.
Well, I've lost that loving feeling.
It's unclear if Goose is dead.
It is unclear, and a lot of people think that he's actually comes back as a villain in the later films.
As who?
There's a fan theory. It's complicated. There's a fan theory.
As who?
The guy with the mask that never takes his mask off.
Humongous?
Yes.
Hell no.
Sorry, I forgot his name. I blanked. There are people that believe that Goose is Lord Humongous.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I blanked.
No.
I just forgot the name Lord Humongous. I blanked. I'm still thinking about the goose. I'm sorry.
Mark, I just had another donut. Mark's like, I guess we're getting donuts now.
So yeah, we hope to get more updates about the goose. We'd love to be there when the goose is released because it's going to be released back on our property, basically. But we're not sure. But what matters is that we helped the goose and the goose made it. So we're excited.
Let's give something away. I wish we can give you all donuts.
Here, I'm going to let you deal with this poster.
So Penelope hates this poster.
I don't hate it.
But I think it's cool.
It's cool. I don't hate it.
You hate it. I don't want to get donuts.
I just wish it was in better
I don't want it. It's fine. It's not ripped. It just needs to be pulled out and framed. This is an early Deadpool poster.
Oh, we should do the Deadpool after this, Selena.
Okay.
Do you have it over there?
It is a Deadpool poster. There you go. Giving it away.
So Joel said that he has pretty good confidence the goose will be fine, provided they prevent any infections in the leg. He'll have a sweet limp and all the lady geese will swoon.
I think he's going to end up as a one-legged goose, but he'll be fine. I don't think that leg's going to make it, man. That was a mangled leg, dude.
Yeah, I don't
If they could save that leg, they're very special. But if they can get, even if he has an amputated leg and they give him some antibiotics and nothing's too wrong inside, I think that goose is going to pull through, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And there's not much shit we can do other than wearing masks and staying away from each other to help the world be a better place right now. So any little thing like that we have in our control, that we can help with,
and I've got to be honest,
feels fucking good.
We almost gave up at one point because it seemed so hard because he kept flying away.
I was going to give up, and then Joel showed up.
Yeah.
And even though his net wasn't necessary, it was necessary for another man to be there so I could be compelled to be a man in front of another man.
Is that?
Because I might have been like, I don't
sense.
want to hurt the goose. But since there was another guy there, I had to be like, I'll get that fuck.
That's kind of sexist, I think.
And yet it worked. So
it worked, yeah. So it is what it is.
The goose doesn't care.
I had to man up in front of another man, right?
I mean, all right.
I had to.
Okay. I wrote down a number. We're going to do the number thing again.
Okay. Deadpool poster. It's a pretty cool poster.
I want you all to name a number between 1 and 40. And whoever guesses the number that I have written down on this paper gets this poster. Gratis. Free.
It's an earlier Deadpool poster.
It's not sexist male pride. That's okay. That makes sense. So 1 through 40, guys. Start naming numbers, and the first person to guess the number I have written on my paper here.
Jesus, they're coming in.
Joel said moral support homie.
Yes, my man.
I like that. All right. Has anyone said it yet? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, one person's close. 2 people are close. 3 people are close, but not yet. Close.
Come on, baby.
Oh, this is painful.
Oh my God.
This is painful. Nope, close.
It has to do with barbecue.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, never mind.
You keep saying you don't forget the guy's name. That's 58. That's not
it does not have to do with barbecue.
Nothing to do with barbecue.
Ultimately, everything has.
Oh, so close. This is painful.
Oh my God.
Guys, you're close. So close.
No, we're not out of numbers yet.
We're not out of numbers yet.
How are we not out of numbers yet?
No one has said it yet. A lot of people are repeating.
It's higher than 30.
Yes.
It's higher than 30.
Higher than 30. Don't rip the poster,
I'm
said
trying
Frank.
not to rip the poster.
Still haven't said it. Close. Oh, God. Lenny just said 5.
It's higher than 30, JR.
Mandy, 38.
Did she get it?
Yes, Chef Manda finally got it. Number 38. The hardest number to guess, apparently, out of 40.
My arm hurts from holding this thing up.
Chef Manda, our lucky winner of the Deadpool poster.
Awesome.
Thank you.
If you guys don't know,
that's awesome.
We came to the store today to an awesome gift from Chef Manda and Chef Anthony, and we are very grateful just to have you guys hang out and get to watch you guys.
We're very lucky to have such awesome friends that care about us.
You gotta go watch
and what we do.
Mandy's page just for her dog. Like, they have the cutest freaking dog on their. We need a dog. Sleepy, you need a dog.
You think?
There will be a dog soon.
Yes, Lenny, you guessed 39, and it literally hurt me. I felt it viscerally.
Close.
Yeah.
Let's get back to selling.
Mandy's very excited that she got to win.
Another Deadpool.
Yes, this is great. This is really freaking cool.
So this was, nobody wanted this when it came out, but it's come up because it's older and
sure
weird.
Has.
This is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, but from the Wolverine Origins movie.
It is weird and cool and awful. That movie was terrible. Deadpool in it was terrible. You know, he's the merc with a mouth with no mouth. Ha ha ha. It's funny.
Whose fucking idea was that?
I don't know, but it's terrible.
It let you know that Ryan Reynolds was perfect for Deadpool, though. Because in the beginning, he was great before he actually became... Deadpool had, like, Wolverine's powers, and, like, it was so terrible.
So this figure is pretty rare. I've seen them go for as much as $50. We have it up on our eBay for $60, which is way too high, so we lowered it. It's weird. It's cool. It could be yours for $35. This thing is weird. It's priced a little low because there's a little bit of a wiggle on the back of the card. It doesn't affect the figure at all. He's still sealed inside of his card. Just a little bit of a wiggle back there, and a little bit of like tape residue. I think somebody had a tag on the back. $35 for Deadpool. Are you watching the comments?
Yeah, I'm reading the thing Frank posted about a bird of prey with a prosthetic leg. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I saw that kind of stuff.
So that's super important to a bird of prey. Obviously, you'll be able to grab shit. I don't think it's so important to a goose, though. Like, you know, they need their feet to paddle.
Yeah, and it needs to be able to walk and to eat.
I can hop. Frank said that's not Deadpool. That's not what the card art says, my man. That says Deadpool right there. So terrible.
All right.
Did we say a price on that?
We did. It's $35. I said it, and it's already been claimed.
Wow.
It's our husband and wife tag team. Mark and Deanna.
Mark, I got to tell you, as a completist collector, I think I have one somewhere.
Do you?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, in my Marvel Universe collection, I was, when I was doing Marvel Universe, I collected everything in this scale.
Matthew, that's a $35 Deadpool. That's cool. And it's been claimed, so no burning other people's property. Young man.
All right.
Thank you guys for your claims. I'm not sure who to invoice. Do I need to invoice you two separately, or can I just send one to Mark or not to Mark? I don't know. Let me know.
Whoever bids the most gets to burn that Deadpool.
Me. It's not that bad. These are really cool.
Oh, Frank said I'm not a goose, which means that. Listen.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm not a goose. I can't speak for the goose. Maybe he wants his leg. This is a Superman.
They were new.
Salt and pepper. Well, I want to show.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're brand new. They're still sealed, but it's a salt and pepper shaker. You put them together like a set, and it's like they're flying through a wall.
It's almost like bookends.
So what do you put the pepper in the ass end and the salt in the front end?
Well, how many dots are in the top of each one?
There's 2 dots in this one and 3 dots in this one.
So the one with 2 dots is pepper, and the one with 3 dots is salt. Pepper usually has less holes than salt shaker. You're looking at me like you're confused. That's a thing. Ask Chef Manda.
It actually is a thing, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Why? Because you want less pepper?
Most people use less pepper than they use salt. So there's less holes.
The holes are slightly bigger, too.
Usually.
The pepper kernels.
It depends. Like, if you go to a crappy restaurant, they're going to have the same crappy ones.
Yeah.
But if you look carefully, usually there's less holes. And Mark, send it to my wife. Okay, Mark. These are awesome. It's a really cool set of salt and pepper shakers. They go together like bookends. So you've got salt on one half of Superman flying through a wall, and then pepper on the other side, which is really cool. See, Mandy, salt has more holes. Thank you. I don't just make shit up.
I didn't think you were.
You looked at me like I was crazy. I need to see how much these salt and pepper shakers are. These salt and pepper shakers are so cool. They are $20, shipped anywhere in the United States.
This is from, is it from the 90s? Like, when is it from?
Oh, I love it. The husband and wife are telling me to send the invoice to the other one.
Oh, so neither one's going to pay. I see how it is.
Mark, they get a pass. I'm having problems shipping their boxes.
$20, I think, for the salt and pepper shakers.
$20 for the salt and pepper shakers. Never been used, still sealed. Box has a little bit of wear.
Nick said I had no idea either. Now my wife is showing me her salt and pepper. We all learned something. Well, not all. Most of us men learned something today. Because we never paid attention to that. Did you ever refill a salt and pepper shaker? I didn't care which one. No.
What you're saying is that you've never refilled the salt and pepper shaker.
Mandy got the salt and pepper.
I saw that and I love it.
I love it too. That makes
so perfect.
sense.
Yes, I love that.
I love that.
Bonnie's had nothing happening on her phone until she tried to watch this.
That's the way my life goes too.
It's all
All right. This is you describe that. I don't know what it is.
This is weird and it's probably not going to sell, but I'm going to list it anyway. I like to throw a couple weird things in now and then, because I know that some folks who watch this are not necessarily toy people, and they just like to hang out with us. So I like to throw in a couple things. Like last week, we had the Sweetie Belle pony, and Veronica got it, and I felt good that Veronica had found something she wanted instead of just sitting here listening to us talk.
Hey, if you're just here hanging,
that's cool too.
We love it. Maybe
awesome.
buy us coffee if you're into that. I don't know. It keeps us going.
Or just keep sharing our stuff.
Yeah, keep sharing our stuff. Share our GoFundMe. We kind of threw an arbitrary number out there because we didn't want to ask for a crazy number. It might end up being a crazy number though, and we have no problem making up any difference.
Yeah,
It is what it is. Every dime that got donated is going to be used, no matter what.
And between that and our savings,
right,
we should be okay.
But we are going to be closed for the entire summer.
Yeah.
And we need to still pay our bills, property tax and all that stuff. So this helps doing what we're doing, but there's still a GoFundMe if you want to share it, we appreciate it, or a little coffee thing. All right, next.
I was describing it as weird thing.
I'm bad at pimping myself with that stuff. I hate it.
Okay.
So Lenore.
This is weird. I don't know if you guys remember Lenore, the old comic, Roman Dirge's Lenore. Lenore was a Hot Topic thing. She was kind of Emily. Her and Emily were kind of like Hot Topic girls. You could buy this kind of stuff at Hot Topic.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, like you could get like a T-shirt with Lenore. She was just sort of like Emily-like. You know Emily,
Emily's like black and white,
yes.
like upset.
She's kind of like Daria.
Yeah.
But more
like goth. Yeah. Yep.
Lenore was kind of similar.
Emily was my type back in the day.
Yeah. Still your type.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you met my sister?
Yeah.
She's not that anymore, though.
I'm not wearing a black shirt today.
You are certainly not the goth.
You're wearing all black, and I'm not.
You're certainly not the goth.
No, I wasn't allowed to. I'm not allowed to be goth anymore.
You're still a goddess.
You make fun of me sometimes.
Who made, no, I never made fun of you.
You totally do sometimes.
I never made fun of you. Just your music.
Anyway, we're going to get off the topic of me being goth, and we're going to go back on the topic of Lenore. This is a really cute little rag doll, like worry doll keychain. Roman Dirge's Lenore. This is the kind of thing you would buy at Hot Topic in like 1999. It's weird and rare and cool, and it's $20 if anybody wants it. Lenore's like a little rag doll, like comic character. See, she's like.
I'm thinking about goth stories. You know, you told the story of me at Christmas. I can tell some goth club stories.
Go ahead. I'm not embarrassed.
Carrying you out.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, but there's aspects of that story I probably shouldn't tell.
Like what?
You gave somebody something.
Okay.
I still.
Was it AIDS?
No, it was COVID. So Penelope used to go to the goth club in Philly.
Okay.
And she was like the goth club goddess. She would. I went there with her before we were together. I was so into her though.
I wonder why.
She had like black electrical tapes over her nipples.
I actually do right now.
No, you do not.
I do not. Why would you believe me?
Why would you say it?
I don't know. I'm silly. You're
she used to
turning
dress
red,
like
and
super.
I'm not.
No, you're not. I'm not.
You are.
You're getting weird.
I'm not.
So she used to dress super hot and like dance on a box.
I mean, who doesn't?
As one does. Yeah.
I remember her. One time we were there, and we were together then, and her ex-boyfriend came like sauntering up and like staring at her while she was dancing on the box.
Frank, she was goth. She dated the Crow.
She did date the Crow. So the Crow came walking up. He wasn't in his Crow makeup though. So
Not that day.
Thank God he didn't have the power.
He was the crow.
Call.
He was the
Back,
crow.
fuck, I'm dead.
He was the crow when the crow was in middle school, though.
Yeah. So anyway, he came sauntering up, I guess trying to get her attention again, and she was dancing on the box.
It was a bad breakup.
And I had to be like, dude, fuck off.
Take a step.
She's with me now.
Take a step. Take a step.
He was like sitting there staring longingly at you.
Yeah.
What did I say to him? I forget.
You said, take a step.
Hey, your time is over, or some shit like that.
Hey man, your time is up.
This is the same dude that I met them together, and we were all hanging out one night, and this is the same dude I told to his face, I'm gonna steal your girlfriend, man.
Cause I'm just a commodity.
I actually said
I'm kind
that.
of property.
Well, if you had a choice, you wouldn't be with me. I had to give you no choice.
What? Now you're getting weird. You're turning red. Are you okay? Are you crying?
Yeah, I'm red. How red am I?
You're red.
Sunburn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a fun.
Enough.
I guess it's a fun Penelope story.
I don't know.
I'm impossible to embarrass. Here.
So Lenore.
Lenore. I don't think anybody wanted Lenore, but it was a nice.
Did you say a price?
I did. Lenore's $20.
Okay. She doesn't have electrical tape on her nipples.
No. Well, she's made out of like yarn. I think she's a yarn person. I never actually read Lenore, so I'm kind of riffing. I don't know what Lenore was about.
Can we just give Lenore away?
Why would you want to give Lenore away to people that don't even care enough
It's
about
a
her to
keychain.
buy her?
She'll sell on eBay.
That's true.
No
All right,
one
Lenore will
wants
sell on eBay.
No one wants Lenore, and that's okay because it led to an awesome goth story.
We're gonna bring this back. This didn't sell last week, and these battle packs are amazing.
I was also Team Emily. I didn't really know much about Lenore. I had all kinds of Emily stuff. Veronica said we need coffee. She's probably not wrong.
Yeah, we do.
Emily was, yes, Emily
Melinda
was
said
strange.
she used to go to Shampoo. I used to go there.
I stopped going to Shampoo. It was Shampoo, but it was Nocturne was the name of the goth night. It was Wednesdays.
We are learning way too much about Justin and Penelope today.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable for them. Matt, it's all right, man.
I have no I have. It's almost impossible to embarrass me.
This
I know. I spent most of our childhood crying.
this stream is just as much about us as it is about selling
It's
the
a
stuff.
stream of consciousness, not just
Yeah.
a selling stream.
Like we want to be different than most claim sales.
Yeah.
It's
Why
just-
would you go?
wait till Frank is able to come hang out
Oh
with us
man,
again.
that's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be off the fucking rails. Dude, we're gonna have to have a bleep button.
I mean, this is for. Do we have an adult That's not OnlyFans.
No, we don't. Yeah, no, but I don't mean as far as cursing. I mean as far as like inappropriate.
Oh yeah. Just
humor.
Frankness.
Frankness.
Yeah. Andrea, the more she learns about us, the more she wants to hang out.
When Frank joins us, Kermit gets a raise.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Back to the Star Wars Battle Pack. These are awesome packs.
See, I was still talking about shampoo. Mandy's trying to talk about shampoo. The name of the club was Shampoo. It was near, kind of near the truck, near the electric factory, under like a bridge kind of thing,
North
in a
Philly.
building. And on Wednesday nights, it was called Nocturne. And it was goth night and also like.
And the guy who
night.
ran it had like fucking vampire teeth. And
Patrick is nice. Stop.
Yeah,
We're gonna get off this topic.
those fucking goths are also
Stop.
pretentious.
He could be watching this right now.
Cool, man.
People that know him could be watching this
I'm sure
right
he's
now.
Is that the
fine.
club I took you to that Halloween?
No. Halloween. So Typo Negative. Back to Typo Negative. Typo Negative used to play a Halloween show either at the Troc. Yes, the Troc is where you took me for the show. Or they would play in New York near their home up there.
Do you remember when we got kicked out of the Typo Negative show?
I do. So
No, we don't have to get into these
2
stories.
years before.
We don't have to get into this story.
2 years before Peter Steele died, I had tickets to see Typo Negative for what would be the last time I would have been able to see them. And Justin got us kicked out of the show, one song in, and we ended up standing against the back wall
Alley.
outside the venue in the alley listening, and then we went and got Chinese.
And had a way better night.
And had a way better night. So I have no complaints.
No complaints.
No. He was trying to defend me, which, I mean, I didn't need to be defended, but he tried to defend me and we ended up getting kicked out. It's a really nice story for another time.
Yes, Frank.
Please
This
talk
is
about
a great battle pack. So, these were exclusives. This was only at Target. This is a great Army Builder battle pack with 4 clones and Yoda. It's from the Clone Wars. We talked about it last week. We had 3 of them last week, and they're all kind of expensive, so the other 2 got scoffed up. This one got left in the dust. But before it goes on eBay, I want everybody to get a
One more
chance.
chance.
These average 130, 150
Yep,
on eBay all day long.
Yep.
$100 shipped to you.
You cannot buy one
You can't buy one for $100.
for $100 right
Nope.
now. And it sounds like a lot of money.
If
but
you don't buy it here now, it's going on eBay for $130.
Yep.
We're just doing what we did.
Them's
You
the
get a deal.
breaks.
Yep. So, Yoda battle pack. Greg Hutchinson Crane battle pack. All right. He got one last week, so it didn't get too expensive for you last week. All right, Greg. This is yours.
Yay. Why
Greg
are
is
you
definitely one
so
of our Star
pleased
Wars
about that?
aficionados. So this is kind
This
of
is
weird
so
and cool.
cool and
This is a
weird.
Toy Fair exclusive from 2016. Did we get this ourselves?
We did. So,
Was that our first Toy Fair? Nah.
2016 though. So if you have an Entertainment Earth account, you can make an appointment with them at Toy Fair, and they give you a cool little swag bag and talk about all kinds of new stuff and help you place orders for the year, like what's coming up. And in 2016, we went to Toy Fair and had an appointment with our Entertainment Earth rep, and we got a little bag of cool stuff. And in the cool bag of stuff was this Biff Bang Pow, which is a subsidiary of Entertainment Earth, Star Trek Original Series Monitor Mate Bobble. So basically what you do is you stick this thing on the top of your monitor, and it bobbles like a bobblehead. Now what's weird and cool about this one, first of all, it's gold. It's not actually made of gold, it's just painted gold, but it's solid gold colored, which is unusual, which is one of the reasons it makes it cool and unique. Secondly, and my sister pointed this out, I hadn't really considered this, this wouldn't fit on my monitor, not even in 2016 now that I think
It
about
doesn't
it.
have to go on a monitor.
Oh no, it's just, we have one in our bathroom.
Yeah.
Not this one, we have the Borg cube in the bathroom. It's just a little small bobble, like a little cute one, but it's meant for the monitor.
Our bathroom has like a spaceship theme, so it's just filled with spaceships and posters of pictures of spaceships.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You just love telling people weird little tidbits about our lives.
Tidlets?
Tidlets. This can go on your monitor if you have an old SRT style, CRT style monitor. It can just sit on your desktop because it's cute and weird. It can literally go anywhere because it's awesome and strange, and it's cool and rare and made of gold. And I forget how much it is, and it's on my list here. Let's see.
Phaser. So what do we have Phaser for?
I'm looking right now.
The price is, if you want to claim it,
$20.
$20.
For a Toy Fair exclusive. And they only gave these out at Toy Fair that year to people like us who had accounts with them, who were having appointments. So it's cool and weird and rare, and it's, you know, it's not setting the world on fire, but it's cool and weird.
Benji, we did have a Marvel Legend. It's sold. We have some Toy Biz Marvel stuff that we were going through. Whatever hasn't sold up till now, we will go back over at the end. But any Legends are already sold. We've done some very specific Marvel Legends sales.
Oh God, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did 2 big ones.
2 weeks worth.
So
yeah.
there's not much in this one here. We will get back to Legends at some point.
Andrea looks like she was the first to claim the Star Trek monitor mate. Matthew was very close and conceded to her. Awesome, Andrea. That's really cool. Thank you.
Matt, I don't know why we haven't ran into each other at Toy Fair. I mean, we probably haven't known each other when we hadn't probably met. You know, we only met last year, I think. So we didn't go to last year's Toy Fair. We skipped it because the store was very busy and just doing things around. But we go almost every year.
We went last year. My sister and I
just
went
you
last year.
You know what? That's right.
And this year we didn't go.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing we didn't go, but it had nothing to do with COVID. We just couldn't make the time and the money to go up even for the day. But thank God we didn't go, because it turns out there was probably COVID in New York in the end of February. So I'm glad we didn't go. Last year, 2 years ago, we made a big day of it and went up and we visited the restaurant where When Harry Met Sally was filmed and stuff like that.
Oh, and had some really
had pastrami, which I realized
terrible fucking pastrami.
I'm not a fan of it, or I just didn't like.
Listen, it might be the best pastrami in the world, but I had the realization that I don't like pastrami. We were so amped. Frank's brother, we went up as a big crew. Frank's brother was really he was like, dude, you gotta try this pastrami. And we were like, yeah, man, we're gonna have pastrami.
I mean, I'm so about trying.
The first bite, I was like, yeah, pastrami. And the second bite, I was like,
why am I eating this?
Pastrami. and by the first half I was done, I was like, fuck pastrami, man. Can I get a hot dog? It was bad.
You literally did. You put down your sandwich and then you bought a hot dog.
Yeah. I came to the realization that I don't like pastrami.
Yeah. Or maybe you just don't like their pastrami.
Well, they're world famous for a reason.
Yeah. But,
the 90s.
But last year, my sister and I went. It's just like a family day, and it was fun. We had fun. We walked too much. They give you so much stuff at Toy Fair. We end up with 7 swag bags slapped over ourselves. We always say we're going to bring a rolling suitcase, and we never do.
Matt, I don't think I like it. I got to be honest. I think, what was the place called? It's a famous place. It starts with a K, I think.
I don't remember.
Maybe,
Cats, yes.
So I assume that's good Jewish pastrami.
I mean, it's where Harry Met Sally happened.
Yeah, but it's also very touristy, so who knows? You know, we know how that is with touristy
All right,
stuff.
yeah, that might just be the phoning it in.
But I don't think I like pastrami. I don't think I have a.
Frank, fucking worst sandwich I ever ate, and it cost me $50. That's it. Preach. And it didn't help that we were weirdly sitting. They sat us directly in front of a heater vent, and there were 6 of us at the table, and it was boiling hot.
Coming out, we were eating. I'll tell you, the bread was
jam packed.
I think it was a good Jewish ride. So the bread was good.
The place was jam packed, and there was no room. And I went up to go to the bathroom and realized there was a whole other section that they could have sat us in. There was no one in.
Almost empty.
Yeah. He's right though. It said ground up hot dog innards. He knows what he's talking about.
The fries were good.
Oh, brisket, I'm in. Oh, you.
Give the man some brisket, and he's good.
I have brisket in the freezer.
So, Jim Lee's Wildcats. The 90s were a hell of a time.
Yeah, I remember when this stuff was just like, oh my god, these new comic characters. And Jim Lee was like, he was like the golden god.
And listen, he's still really, I have to say.
I think he's running DC now.
He is running DC, and I'm going to say something about Jim Lee real quick. Jim Lee personally donated a bunch of money to the Book Industry Charitable Foundation.
Bink.
He gave tons of money to bookstores and comic shops that have been struggling with COVID, and he's amazing. The dude's awesome. He did sketches, 1 sketch a day, and was auctioning it off for charity. The dude's awesome.
All right, so this is a set of 3 Jim Lee Wildcats middle card. Cards, need to be flattened out, but they're all sealed and good. Got some issues here. A little bit of creasing and stuff. They're not high grade. Why would you care if they're high grade? They're not worth a ton of money. For the set of 3.
Set of 3 is $20.
$20 shipped.
Shipped to you.
If you're picking it up locally, though, I'm fine with 15, like 5 a piece.
Yeah.
But if you want it shipped, it's gonna have to be 20, just because they got some weight to them.
They're made of some heavy plastic.
Yeah.
All right, we got Dominic on the Wildcats, and he will be picking them up.
Cool, so that's 15 on the top.
I don't want to speak for you, Dominic. I know you're local and you picked up before, so I'm assuming you're picking up. Dominic. Thank you, Dominic. And it looks like Greg was trying to get them too.
Oh, Alex Conkle. Look, Jim Lee was supposed to be at Keystone. I don't know how many cons he does either, because he's so big he doesn't really need to do them, but that would have been cool. We went to Keystone last year and surprised my kid, who is... we surprised her, like she had no idea. She didn't even know we were going to a con.
Thanks,
I think I
Dominic.
told her we were
Perfect.
going to a toy show or something.
So we have a tendency, especially when Skylar was younger, to drag her places she doesn't really necessarily want to go. Now Skylar is an amazing kid and she's nerdy, but there's a limit to how many times your dad can drag you to a toy show at 8 o'clock in the morning before you just kind of sit in the car reading a book. And Frank can attest to this. How many times and how many hours she sat on his stairs and just read a book or just watched the movie up on his little TV while we bullshitted and bought toys. She's a very patient, wonderful child. But
so we surprised her with
yeah.
a meet
Yes.
and picture with Tom Holland, who is her
idol.
All-star.
Yeah.
Major crush.
And dude, it was amazing. So first of all, we dragged her out of the house to tell her we're going to
Everything doesn't have to be a huge story.
It does. This is the best story ever. So we dragged her out of the house. Like, listen, we're going to drop you off after at this and such a place you wanted to go, but we're taking you to this show in the morning. I'm like, all right, let's get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And as we get to Philly, we park, and we start walking. Well, as we're walking to the venue, there starts being signs for the convention. And, all right, this convention. No, we told her we were going to a show, no big deal. Well, pretty soon it says, meet Tom Holland in, like, giant letters. And we're trying to, like, walk in front of it so she can't really see. And I think she finally got the hint that Tom Holland was going to be there.
When all the Spider-Man people were in line.
We got in line and everybody's wearing Spider-Man outfits, and she kind of got the hint that that's why we were there. So we finally broke it to her. Oh, he's doing a Q&A, and we're here early just to see his Q&A.
We're just going to go and watch his Q&A. How cool is that?
And she was already excited
You're
about that.
You're going to be in the same room as Tom Holland. She
Yeah.
was like so pumped.
She was super pumped. And then it turned out, afterwards, we ended up getting her a picture and the whole meet and read.
So we watched the meet. We watched the Q&A.
I wasn't going to go through the embarrassing story.
Frank mentioned it though.
All right.
So we watched the Q&A, and we're there, and Tom Holland's in the same room as her, and she's just giddy, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I could just see on her face.
Now, while he's doing his interview up on stage, he's drinking a bottle of water. There were actually 2 bottles of water. One he never used. The other one he was drinking out of and putting it back down, drinking and putting it down.
So the Q&A, goodbye, thanks, everybody's
piling out. Of the room.
So we go towards the exit that you have to pass the stage.
And my hawk-like eyes.
She said,
his water bottle is still sitting on the stage.
At the foot of his chair.
With this much water left in it, just sitting at the foot of his chair, which is maybe 10 feet in on the stage.
So in life,
can't reach it.
When you get the opportunity to be the dad, when the opportunity arises to take your fucking dadness to the next level, you have to take that opportunity.
And I feel that should be a
so there were a couple like fan people standing there staring at the water bottle.
Yeah, there were 2 people that worked for the convention on stage,
up.
like cleaning stuff up, like over on the other side, and they were obviously standing there waiting. They were going to say,
"Excuse me, can I have that water bottle?"
Excuse me.
Well,
what do you think Dad did?
Rolled onto the motherfucking stage like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
He did.
Rolled over, grabbed the water bottle, rolled back off, and we walked out, and I handed Skylar
Tom Holland's DNA in a bottle.
And she has claimed it since.
So, needless to say, yeah. So she was already stoked about that. There's a picture of her actually on our Instagram, I think, like bright red holding it because she was like so freaking excited, but also kind of weirded out. But
Matt said he wants to read our autobiography. Matt, this is just like the shit.
He said he wants to write
it. Yeah. This is just the shit we can talk about.
So our friend Joel, who helped us with the goose earlier this week, when we were all done and about to leave, he said, "Guys, not for nothing, but are you ever bored?"
That really made me think.
There's no lack of plot with you guys.
No, we're
and
never
I guess it's true.
bored. There's always something.
So then she has the water bottle. We get a lid.
Oh yeah, she still didn't know we were going to meet it.
No, so hours go by. We go and meet some TNG cast members because we're really into Star Trek.
So I went and met Worf, Michael Dorn.
Yeah.
And we had met a bunch
of... He had a bowl of lemons at his table.
A bowl of fucking lemons.
Lemon wedge. A bowl of lemon wedges.
Huge bowl of lemon
covered
wedges.
Covered in saran wrap.
And we were just looking at each other like,
and what was even weirder is that he kept like putting it in front of, like, when someone would come and get our picture, he'd like put it in the picture.
I hate to say this, so we've met Marina Sirtis, we've met Jonathan Frakes, we've met LeVar Burton, and Michael Dorn. And out of the TNG people, Michael Dorn was the most standoffish. Not that we expect hugs and love, but like Marina Sirtis is fucking crazy.
This was she's amazing.
We're not going into the story.
No, this was also like probably the biggest convention we've seen a Star Trek person.
Yeah, they're usually smaller stuff.
So that might have something to do with it. The lemons still make no sense.
We told LeVar Burton we named the store Farpoint, and he was like, "Have you ever heard of LeVar Burton curse?" Because he was like, "You named your toy store Farpoint? That's fucking awesome."
Part of my language.
Yes.
Part of my
language. Which was super cool.
He said after that.
So.
Anyway.
More McFarlane Movie Maniacs. This is Freddy vs. Jason sealed in its original shrink.
Yes.
You don't even have to take this out. It displays amazingly. These fish tank McFarlane sets are always awesome. No matter if it's Danger Girl or
Dude, even the Danger
Spawn.
Girls are cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Danger Girl is.
It's a comic. They did some Danger Girl G.I. Joe crossover.
Thanks, it's a comic? I didn't know.
This is a highly sought after
cool.
set.
So
The sculpt's amazing.
We did a deal of the day and we overpriced it because we didn't really want to sell it, but we changed our mind for Bartertown. $75 on this bad boy, and it's yours, shipped anywhere in the United States. Freddy, Jason, Movie Maniacs, Todd McFarlane. Beautiful fish tank, still sealed.
$75.
I already said it.
Oh.
$75. There's a little split in the top. It's still totally sealed, just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, so this is very tightly sealed in plastic,
Yeah,
so
just,
the seams split sometimes, but it's not like open or anything. It's just the seams a little split. $75 shipped. It's a heavy plastic. They call it a fish tank case because you could probably put fish in it.
It looks like a fish tank. It's really cool.
Just to tell you guys, we have a couple coming up. We're gonna definitely have a Silver Age comic graded CGC. That's gonna be a huge one. We're gonna have to plug that one big.
Yeah.
We're also gonna have a big G.I. Joe, vintage G.I. Joe claim sale. Figures, vehicles, parts. So we'll put the word out there for that. You guys are gonna G.I. Joe people are crazy right now. Matt said that's a bargain. Greg, spending that money.
Money. Thank you, Greg.
All right. Is this
Special
it?
piece, man.
Oh, almost.
Almost it.
This is so
Is this the most vintage thing we have?
I think so.
Oh, I've seen this. Is this what the thing is on the line? Yeah.
It's super weird. 1997 Star Wars. I don't want to talk with my mouth full. Star Wars X-Wing Control Line Fighter. It's on a string, kind of, and you fling it around. It actually flies. So you fling it and let it go, and it flies.
I wonder what it's made of. So, hold on. I want to answer some questions. Matt, a Trek claim sale. I don't know if we have enough Trek to do a specific Trek claim sale.
I think we do, man.
It would just be like a bunch of like not loose, but a bunch of like single Playmates figures, which is tough. You know, they're $5 figures, some of the best, except for the original 10. I will go on the lookout for Trek collections, though. How's that? There was some other Trek stuff with this. We got like a set of cool square plates, which I've never seen. I've seen the round ones, but not these square ones.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You don't release it. It just stays on the string, and you like fling it kind of over your head.
Yeah, you don't release it. You just do this.
Well, I'm looking at the back of the box, and it says "Takeoff," actual flying model.
Oh,
so
you do this, and you just keep it going.
If
you let it go, it's going to fly away.
Powered by the world's finest small engine.
It's really cool.
It's weird.
It's still sealed to shrink. The shrink popped here. Something got stacked on top of it.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a crush in the top of the box, but it's still sealed in its original shrink. Box has a little bit of wear, but everything's still inside. I'm assuming because it's still sealed.
Frank wants to keep it and play with it. We should do a video of us playing with it in the yard.
I think this came from Sean.
I'd be afraid if we hit a goose.
Oh God, no. Ready to say the price? You guys ready? Ready to bid on this bad boy? $100.
$100 even.
$100 takes it. This thing is weird. It's
Shift.
rare. Mandy, can we open it? Mandy, once you
can
buy
do whatever you want.
Once you buy it and take it home,
I
and do what
can't
you like
guarantee
with
that 90s tech is going to work. I mean, it seems like it's a simple, you know, it's not like intricate or anything. So hopefully it works. But you know, with today's modern technology,
it's all in the box. It's
this
still
motherfucker was $63.99 in the late 90s.
It was $64 brand new in the late 90s. So the fact that it's $100 now.
I'm cursing up a storm.
You are. So there's a funny conversation happening in here. Amy Asa just came in and said she came in at the halfway point. Is Mark allowed to shop this week? Well, Mark's wife is in here, so we're now having a conversation between all of them.
Matt, I own that Conan helmet. I actually have.
He does.
I own that helmet.
So cute. I love it.
So maybe that could happen. The helmet and me singing is probably a weekly occurrence in the house. Just not playing with the X-Men.
Oh no.
I mean the X-Wing.
Victor, I don't believe there's any other horror stuff. It was just the well, we have a. Did we sell that Psycho? We have
I don't think Psycho sold. Did Psycho sell?
Psycho Circus is oh the Psycho.
Yeah. Is that the soul pile next to your right leg? He's in the box. Is that all sold?
Yeah. Oh, he sold.
Oh,
Linda Clinton. He sold.
Oh. Yeah. So we actually just bought a huge, not huge,
we did,
a very
yeah.
good McFarlane Movie Maniacs collection. This is the stuff that we had doubles of, or some stuff. We want to bring some good stuff here, so we brought that fish tank. But we got a lot of stuff at the store now. We're kind of trying to hold for when we reopen to have, when we reopen so the stores wow.
Yeah,
we might get to the point though over the summer where we need to pay some bills, and it will come up. We'll let you know if we're going to be doing it.
Frank, it's a tough oddball Star Wars item to find.
It is weird, yeah.
I found it out in the garage and was like, what the heck is this? And looked it up and couldn't believe.
Micronauts, Scott.
Dude, they're doing 150, 170 sealed.
We never get enough Micronauts to do something like this. When we get Micronauts, it's like it's a collection of just pieces and parts. We've never gotten a good enough Micronauts collection to sit and do a sale like this. Gotta be honest with you though, if we did get a big awesome Micronauts collection, we would want to put it in a case in the store.
In a museum, yeah.
Well, not just a museum, for sale, but just because it's so odd to get a good Micronauts collection. We love the way it looks in the cases, and we call it juice. We like the juice it brings to the store. You gotta remember, the stores are number one. The claim sales is a necessary thing we're doing to keep interacting and do what we love, talking about stuff. But all the good I don't want to say good stuff, but as the store gets preference.
Oh, Frank's out because Brenda just brought chicken parm home from 5 Points.
5 Points is open, motherfucker?
You're making Justin jealous.
Talk to you tomorrow. I didn't know 5 Points was open.
Well, we're going to
we gotta get Julian some 5 Points. All right, we got a couple Kiss sets.
Oh boy.
I believe the Kiss items are the last.
Complete set. Psycho Circus.
Back to some more McFarlane. Today could have been 90s day.
We got the Demon, the Starman, Space Child, the Cat.
Peter, Ace, Jean, and Paul.
Do you know all my last names?
Peter, Chris.
Are you
Peter, Chris, Ace Frehley, Paul Smith, and Gene Simmons.
Paul Stanley, but close enough.
I was close.
It's the whole set.
I'm good.
McFarlane, super cool set. This is the Psycho Circus. McFarlane did a bunch of Kiss sets. We have two different Psycho Circus sets, the larger ones with the more accessories, and these. And then he did this like straight up Kiss that came with the KISS.
This is a KB tag. I love them.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a complete set, middle card, sealed.
Are these the smaller cards or the larger cards?
These are smallers.
Oh, okay. Can you read that?
Yep, $50 shipped for the 4 of these. So that's only like $12.50 a piece.
They're cool. They're in good shape.
If you take them out, they do a really cool stage setup, but I think they look good in the thing.
They have brushable hair.
Oh God.
I think that's important.
Does this guitar say Gibson on it? It should. There's Ace's Les Paul. It doesn't smoke. It should. Ace, the best part of Kiss. No doubt about it.
Chris Wilde has claimed the smaller set. Thanks, Chris.
I wonder why they have like these statue things. Like Gene Simmons. Oh, it's the guitar stands.
That is a guitar stand, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're like metallic colored?
Yeah. So Chris claimed these?
Chris claimed them. I love the KB tags, man.
That gives Chris an excuse to come drop off barbecue.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding, dude.
Don't make him feel like he has to come and bring barbecue all the time.
This is the larger versions of the Psycho Circus.
Chris,
where
we love you whether you bring us barbecue or not.
They come with like side characters, and I think there's a whole Psycho Circus movie story thing.
It's like, what the hell is that guy doing?
Right.
That's weird.
It's weird, right? Or maybe these are their alter egos or something. I don't know the story.
Oh yeah, because he's the ringmaster.
What is the Psycho Circus story, guys?
I'm not about it.
Please.
It's creepy. I don't like it.
They don't have instruments. They have like axes and stuff.
Well, he has an axe because he's a guitar guy, right?
Well, he's a bass player.
Oh, I don't get it then. So Gene comes with an axe and a ringmaster. Ace comes with some sort of weird like gauntlet shooters and a stilt man.
Ace was known for his gauntlet shooters.
Of course. Peter Criss comes with like a barbarian spear. And
there's a fire in here!
An animal wrangler who looks suspiciously like Freddie Mercury. And Paul comes with the jester, who is like a little person creepy clown holding like a bowling pin. I'm not sure what's going on there.
So the animal wrangler looks like Jake the Snake.
So Psycho Circus was a comic series.
Okay.
That explains the McFarlane tie-in.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's weird. These can be yours for the low price shipped.
60.
$60 for these
For the 4 of them.
Shipped anywhere in the United States to you.
This is the last, and then we'll go back to the stuff that hasn't moved.
Oh yeah, we'll go back over the stuff
They come with Instruments of Destruction.
Okay.
It was an album, then a comic, then the toys. It was basically Gene Simmons cashing in hard as he does. Yeah, he has not stopped.
$60. These are on bigger cards. They're a little bit heavier.
Yes. Because
they come with the extra guys. The Ringmaster's cool.
I mean, as a Kiss fan, I guess I would love the fact that Gene is such a whore.
That's exactly the word I was going to use.
When he comes to, like, cashing in, I would love all the stuff. I mean, early Kiss stuff is worth a lot of money. That, the Mego set that we have at the store is good.
Oh, well, they're 12
There's some early belt buckles that are good.
You're probably not on camera right now. Yeah, you're hiding behind the Kiss.
Nicholas, Kiss Mine.
Yep. Kiss my what? Kidding.
Bonnie C, I love your descriptions.
Nicholas, thank you for your claim.
All right.
That, I believe that... Oh.
Oh.
I think we already said... Did we already say this?
I don't think so. I think I put it up there and we started talking about something. You put it down.
Oh.
We had like a discussion about one of our
events
in
life events.
Geese or drunken concerts
or Stonehenge or whatever. Gosh, we're crazy. So last thing
before we get to the subject.
And it's Trek. This is a model of the Star Trek Voyager Kazon ship. It is still sealed. Now again, little tiny rip in the shrink, and the front of the box has a little bit of a push. Some stuff got piled on it sometime.
Yeah, monogram model.
Yep, it's a monogram model. Again with the KB price tag. It's cool. It's sealed. Brand new.
I never finished Voyager. I've only seen a few episodes. But now that Seven of Nine showed up in Picard, and she is so badass.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's like the Borg mother. She's amazing.
I don't think she had her hair down and stuff in Voyager.
It was always up in a bun.
And the hair sold it for me in Picard. Like she showed up, older badass woman with the hair and the guns and the just the badassness. She's super cool.
Got a little crush on her, maybe.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Anyway, this Voyager model is it's 100% sealed, skill level 2, so it doesn't look like it's too difficult to put together.
I would glue my fingers together.
You would. $30 on this shipped. It's not too heavy, but it's kind of big. Again, $30 shipped anywhere in the United States for free to your door. $30.
$30 shipped.
Can't beat it.
And let's go to the stuff that has not moved, has not sold. What has not sold?
What's here?
All right. Anybody want Lenore? $20.
Don't bash her. She's adorable.
Why do we even have that?
Who doesn't have a crush on Jerry Ryan? We have it because it's weird and cool, and it's $20 for Lenore.
12-inch Justice League style. 10-inch Justice League style.
I said 35. Make it $30. $30
shipped. Make sure you mark that.
$30 shipped.
This was a set of Fantastic Four, Toy Biz, Invisible Woman, and
I said 30. It's $25.
$25 for the set.
Give it away.
Toy Biz, sealed, middle card, Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, and Invisible Woman.
It's like they're a matched set. They're
25 fold a set.
$25. What's left?
This is a shout out to the cover of Marvel Team Up #1. This is Toy Biz, Spider-Man and Human Torch, sealed on card. Card's a little rough, but they're sealed. It is what it is.
$25.
$25. $25 could be yours.
25.
If you want it. Anybody claim anything?
Nope. I got my eyes on it.
Who doesn't have a crush on Jerry Ryan?
25,
I didn't during, because she was like typical during Voyager. She was like the big blonde buxom, which isn't really I mean, listen, I appreciate everything, but there's something about her now in Picard that's a little like she's not as like pinched.
She's not as like Borg-like. She's more regular.
And just that massive. I like hair.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought.
I like hair. So, Spider-Man from the animated series, web-singing Spider-Man.
Who didn't have a crush on Jerry Ryan? Mark Caro. I didn't.
So, yeah, I didn't then either.
Who was that?
You know who I liked? I liked,
Is that Parachute Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Parachute Spider-Man, $25 right here.
So I had a crush on, TNG, I loved Marina Sirtis, hair again. She just had that massive dark curly hair, and I was just like, oh. And then from DS9, Jadzia Dax. She's
awesome.
She is. Nova.
Nova.
Silver Surfer.
Nova.
And who can forget T'Pol? because
Oh my God.
when you in Enterprise, like they were shameless.
She's
They
like,
had that scene where you have to go
I need to get in the airlock. Let me take off all my clothes.
They didn't have transporters, so they had to like go through like the delousing thing, and they had to like oil each other and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I love Scott Bakula, but I'm not gonna like care if he's in his underwear and an airlock.
Nova from Silver Surfer.
$25 on Nova from Silver Surfer.
We're down. These are prices are cheaper.
She's heavy. I don't want to.
$25.
$20 on Nova.
Oh my God, really?
$20.
$20 on Nova.
Going.
And last but not least, $100 on the Star Wars.
I'm sticking with 100.
Yeah, because it'll sell anyway.
They're doing 130, 125.
$100 for this thing. Don't open it. Open it. I don't care what you do.
No, don't tell Mandy she can't.
Go out and have fun with it. $100.
Oily Scott Bakula.
Yeah, I don't know if Scott got oily. I think like Trip.
Just the women had to.
No, oh no, the engineer who wasn't like a good looking guy, but he was like naked with her or whatever. Trip.
I watched like 2 episodes of Enterprise and then stopped.
Oily Scott Bakula. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I love me some Quantum Leap.
Love me some Quantum.
And he was also in Designing Women.
Okay.
Yeah. Dean stopped.
Guys. So
is that everything?
We'll be here next Sunday. We'll be eating something. We'll be hanging out. We might be drinking something.
Let's figure out what embarrassing life stories we could tell next week.
Sure. Or non-embarrassing life stories. Or proud life stories.
Just let me know when the theme is childhood.
We might be doing G.I. Joe. We'll announce it later this week.
Wow.
Thank you for hanging. Did we cover everything?
I
need coffee.
So. Guys, if you made a claim or won one of our items, thank you so much. We will be messaging you shortly via Facebook to send you a link so you can check out. I think that might be it.
All right.
Is that it? Are we good? Are we out of here? I'm out of here. All right. Let's say goodbye. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. I can't do it left-handed. Bye, guys. See you next week.